many ladies searching. Really wanna stop, on my brakes ain't working. Hey, cute girl, come rock on me. 234-7514. 754 is the area code. They ain't a room in the front, but my trunk will carry your load. And that ain't white paint, that's dry crap. Windshield wipes sound like dying cats. My car battery keeps stalling off, and my rear view mirror keeps falling off. I need Tylenol, cause my shocks is busted. Bumper stickers to block the rust. With car that smell like shrimp fried rice. I'm straight exhibit on peel my ride, cause I love my Minty. I slide into my roof step. We riding, sweeping through this. No matter if my roof's looking rusted, on my windows busted, inside smelling musket. When it brings a ugly, trust me. A whoop, that's what I got. A whoop, without a pin, a whoop. You know you had a whoop. Let me see you do the whoop, whoop, whoop. Sit going through the whoop, whoop, whoop. Out with the new and in with the old to get in. In my car, stick a wrench in the door. Even though we teed up, you could all get in. My hoop, there's not a shirt I'm falling in. So hit the alternator, get the car started. We cooked up, swerving through the lot. It died. A roof interior is always falling. Remove it now. Look at all the drawings. Orange on my Florida tags. No windows, only garbage bags. Still got the club and I may use it. This bass music, not bass music. My car breaks down, you know I'ma take the jam on the express or I'ma ride the train. Got stocks, no candy, paint is old. Let me see your whoop there roll. I love my whoop there. I slide into my roof step. We riding, sweeping through this. No matter if my roof's looking rusted, on my windows busted, inside smelling musket. When it brings a ugly, trust me. A whoop there, that's what I got. A whoop there, without a pin, a whoop there. You know you had a whoop there. Let me see you do the whoop there, whoop there, whoop there. Sitting going through the whoop there, whoop there, whoop there, whoop there.
C2E2 has come and gone, but if you're still looking for any of those exclusives, look no further than that Spider-Man booth over on Whatnot, especially if you're looking for those X-Men Savage Land Mark Brooks covers. They got all 4 covers, one with Storm, Rogue, and Jean Grey, the solo Jean Grey, solo Rogue, and of course Storm, all signed by Mark Brooks as well. Plus, they have a bunch of other exclusives left over from C2E2, so swing on over to Whatnot, search for that Spider-Man booth, and check out their live shows. What's going on? Happy Friday. It's the Minty Fresh Morning Show, Season 2, Episode 39. It's your boy, GemMint.
It's your girl, Phie.
You look like you were really ready to
I'm
to
not.
do that.
I'm going to eat a little bit of this. But
Got watermelon on deck. Yo, 14
2
days.
weeks. Like you should have had, honestly, for today's video, for today's thumbnail, should have been
Fortnite?
Total Recall with me lifting up my helmet saying 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone had a great week. We're going to end it off right with the Minty Fresh Morning Show. As you can see from the thumbnail, we are continuing our Indiana Jones watch through. We watched Temple of Doom last night.
It's getting harder for Gem to move forward.
Please. We'll talk about that. What else we got? We do have a What's in the Box today. And shout out Gary V sent us one of his comics for V Friends.
Ooh.
Comes in this.
He wants your V
pack.
card.
Can't have it. So we'll open that up and we'll talk about the V Friends thing. And yeah, man, how's it going, Phie?
It's going.
So
It's
you got
Friday.
You got half a watermelon on deck.
Listen, I love watermelon.
What do you love the most about it?
It's flavor.
Jazz King in the house.
It's the flavor. I don't know if you've ever had it. It's the flavor of watermelon candy. I don't know how they did it, but they got this tasting like watermelon candy.
Yo, Jazz King says, what do you think will be the next film to make over $1 billion? If I had to guess, probably Superman has a chance. I think Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars will hit the billy.
I don't. I don't think Superman, like if we looked at all the movies, I feel like they'd probably be making a little bit less each time.
Nah, hell no. It depends on the movie, man. I'm pretty sure didn't No Way Home do a billion. Yo, in what was it? Endgame? One of those movies did like $3 billion or $2.8 billion. Crazy. What do you guys think? What's the next film to make over 1 billion? And I'm talking just superheroes. I mean, are there other movies? It'd have to be like a James Cameron or Steven Spielberg or something to crack that. Perry Comics, what up, brother? It's Friday. Rebecca Black in the house. What up, EML? What up, Wolf Attack? Did you drink from the Holy Grail and gain immortal life? I drank from the Fountain of Youth.
Wait, that's not the one we watched.
I know. So the thumbnail might have been from Last Crusade or something because we had a couple indie thumbnails.
All right.
I like the ones, the thumbnails that still have our same background because otherwise I don't know that you'll really be able to tell what it is we're trying to do with the thumb. You know what I'm saying? Dirty Diggler in the house. What up? It's been a week, but now it's over. Time to let the passions fly. Remember when we would let our passions out all the time? Mike Cecilia, what up? Hey, lady, call him Dr. Jones.
Call him Dr. Jones.
So the Temple of Doom, right? Some people were saying it was their favorite of all the Indiana Jones. Some people were saying it was the worst. I'm on the latter with that one. Yo, I thought the opening
I remember watching these as a kid, and like the whole, like my grandparents, my cousins, we'd all sit and watch.
The opening hour was terrible. It sucked, man. First of all, again, I couldn't stand the female lead. Actress was insufferable.
What about Anything Goes?
Her opening song, terrible. The opening act, terrible. That whole fight in where were they at? They were in China. What was the city?
They weren't
Shanghai.
in China.
They were in
Shanghai.
Shanghai.
I was like, they ended up going to Burma.
No, they passed Burma. It'll always be Burma to me.
And
then they get kind of kidnapped, and then they're in India, and they're trying to make their way to Delhi because Indy connects all over the world.
He wants a sandwich. No.
And they end up having to go to Bangkok, Temple of Doom. The movie actually, so the final act I kind of liked a little bit. I felt like, again, Mortal Kombat had to borrow a lot of influence from this area. Bro looking like Dalsum / Quan Chi, all the skulls everywhere. That whole final set looked like a stage in Mortal Kombat, kind of. But I wasn't a fan. I liked Raiders of the Lost Ark better. This one was just crazy.
It was really crazy. He made me open my eyes to the craziness of it that I didn't recognize when I was a small girl.
It was totally insane. I couldn't stand the actress with her screaming and her over-the-top antics. Insufferable. I couldn't stand it.
She goes in, she jumps into the like death room that the Short Round and Jones is in.
Yeah.
And she bends over and immediately hits the thing on her butt again. The ceiling starts coming back
antics
down.
after antics. Her blood-wrenching screams at every turn. Her character in itself was she was insufferable. She kind of redeems herself at the end. She becomes a little bit more normal towards the end of the movie. But their whole kind of romance thing that was shoehorned in also was crazy.
So he just finds a girl every mission that he's on. I don't know if
it's basically like it's American James Bond.
Like the girl was with the Chinese people that she was dancing with. Like that was his chick.
I feel like Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, borrowed from when he sticks his hand to get the guy's heart. He does it with like the pancreas or something like that.
Oh my god,
Jim Carrey. So it's funny to spot like other movies that were influenced by the movie.
It's the texture of this one is off a little bit.
That's the worst. You gotta have the texture.
Little bit.
I feel like so what's the story? They filmed both of these movies at the same time. This was supposed to be the first one.
Oh,
I understand why this wasn't the first one. You had to really ease into it to get to this level of Looney Tunes type vibes. All right, we'll get to what you guys are saying. Curtis is in the house. Should be a fun day. Hello.
I also never noticed how the music is to Star Wars. It's the same music that's in Star Wars.
Is that the same exact theme?
They had a club, Obi-Wan Club. What was it called?
Yeah, Club Obi-Wan. You noticed that first, but when you said it and we rewound it to see it, it sounded familiar. Like I've heard that before.
The monkey brains, by the way, it was for dessert.
It was like Jello.
I would have
every meal was
furious.
Something disgusting, beetles and snakes. Toxic Achiever said, "You look like our daughter in the thumbnail, who's excited to go to the museum."
Oh, really?
D. Marcel, what up? Fallen Heroes in the house. He's here, but road testing a vehicle.
What vehicle? What are you road testing?
Driving,
we'll determine whether or not it's an actual vehicle.
Don't text and drive. What up, Mock Swagger? What up, Tommy Keys? Dropping leaves. Is anyone here a marine biologist? That's actually one of the top Seinfeld episodes, man. The marine biologist is great. What up, AK? What up, Dungeon?
What's up, guys?
From the Dungeon. Adrian is here bright and early, looking for Flippy. I haven't seen Flippy yet.
Listen to me, Adrian. Leave him alone. Leave Flippy alone. Don't do it. Chilled watermelon brains. I love chilled watermelon
Wolf Attack. Brains. So what's the Garden of Eden? Is that Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade? Pate just crawled into bed.
I know, it's horrible. That's the worst schedule.
You can go to sleep to our voices.
He says, you better make it good. You read the whole thing. I'll catch up around midnight. Make it good.
We'll try. What up, Steve? He's reading Ultimate Wolverine, loving hold on. In Cable, loving Chrome. Cable isn't that impressive coming from being a huge Cable fan, enjoying Wolverine, the version of Winter Soldier. I only read issue 1. I'm hoping to get the trade soon because they just wrapped up issue 5, or issue 5 just came out. I'll get caught up on the trades. Chad Canute in the house.
This isn't good. I'm done testing it.
Well, I bought it like a week ago.
It's not good. It's not good.
Damn. From the Dungeon, what's he talking about? Let's get a rumor flying around that Doctor Doom kills old school Magneto and Nightcrawler fights Mr. Fantastic and Doomsday.
That's what happens. That's actually what happens.
Right, yeah, for sure. What up, Goon Doc? That is a pretty big watermelon. Unfortunately, it's not good.
Mom, are you here?
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday.
Just get here. Just come to the house already.
Yeah, exactly.
Just come in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we rocking that Colossus. You know it, baby. Temple of Doom is the worst of the OG. I can see where that comes from. 2 weeks Collector Zone invasion. Yeah, man. Collector Zone hate to see us coming.
No, Collector Zone is excited to see us coming.
Lilo and Stitch is going to hit $1 billion.
I don't get it.
That's what they're saying. I never even saw the original.
They changed it.
I don't know what the original is.
Well, they had a scene where a kid is hiding in a dryer, and they're like, "We can't do this."
Oh yeah, they changed the original.
They changed it to
what kind of animal is? What kind of animal is that? Is it a koala or is it
an alien?
It's an alien.
It's an alien. It's an alien experiment.
We got to get another $1 billion movie before GTA 6. It's going to be $1 billion game. Avatar: Fire and Ash is going to hit $1 billion. When does that come out? Annex, what up? So bad is Temple of Doom. Phelps beat Expedition 33 and the optional endgame boss. What a ride. So damn, it wasn't that long of a game then, unless you were just putting in crazy work.
Taurus.
I haven't even started that game yet, man. So I did a stream yesterday, RoboCop. I really want to finish these games that we started. I want to finish in Platinum, Silent Hill 2, RoboCop Rogue City. And man, a lot of it's going to get put on hold when this Doom Dark Ages comes out, though. Doom Dark Ages streams are going down next week, I guess. Temple of Doom got the PG-13 rating put in place. I don't think the rating would have helped it. It didn't really feel PG-13 to me. They had some kind of sinister stuff going on.
Well, there was a whole part where they were bickering back and forth before he finds the in the palace, before he finds the secret passage.
Okay, yeah.
Where they're fighting about, oh, you're going to be coming into my room in about 5 minutes for this.
That whole scene
you're
was
coming
weird.
Back to my room.
And then they were kind of playing hard to get with each other, and then Austin Powers antics ensue with spies and all that.
Right.
Don't say anything goes if Diddy's around. I guess the Diddy trial started, man.
Why? Oh, why?
They offered Diddy a plea deal, and he said take that shit to trial.
Ooh,
that makes me think.
Why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, why is Austin Powers being called as one of the first people in this suit, or being named? Mike Myers
is being called in the Diddy case.
Yes. I don't remember who the other person was though, but that one was upsetting.
He does like to shag. The Diddy case. His defense is. Yeah, I did all that shit, but it was all consensual.
He should act like Austin Powers the whole trial. Yeah, baby, yeah.
So I need the backstory. He says, you know who could stand the actress? Spielberg. What was that? His wife or something?
Oh no.
Okie dokie, Dr. Jones. I kind of liked Short Round. He was cool.
I said, this guy goes into the beat operating the TVA, or what does he do?
He becomes the old guy from the TVA.
That's the kid.
No, I know. That movie was 1984. That was the year of my birth. So that movie is officially 40 years old, almost 41. Mike says Temple of Doom creeped me out as a kid. It's my least favorite. I enjoy the ones with more historical backgrounds. TOD was Indy on a Bad Vacation. Yeah, I feel I would rather have the treasure hunt adventure kind of movie. This was like just crazy.
This was wild. I was thinking like all times that he's like doing all this crazy. I'm like, do you have like class in the morning? You don't have to be back for your professor position.
I like how no matter where he goes, they Dr. Jones from Oxford.
It's I've heard about you.
Oh, you're in Castle Pancock.
You're in a undisclosed location that's not on a map.
Clint says watch Last Crusade and we'll love Indy again. Temple was meh. What's your thoughts on finding out that Thunderbolts wanted to make U.S. Agent the villain while taking the bad serum to turn into Time Bomb? Zod/Doomsday Feel. Glad they didn't. No, I liked John Walker more after watching Thunderbolts. I thought they played it well. He's always kind of like trying to be Cap, trying to live up to trying to fill Captain America's shoes.
Chad Knutson goes, Phoebe doing the Kali Ma move to Jem's heart every day. I just reach in, pull it right out.
Kano fatality. I tell you, it was Mortal Kombat grabbed inspiration from Temple of Doom.
And then when they're like,
Halima. when he got possessed, first of all, it pissed me off when he got poisoned in the beginning. Like, you're just gonna take random drinks. You're on a spy mission,
I thought
bro.
The whole point was to take. I don't know why. In my head, I was like, well, you're supposed to put the diamond in your mouth, and the thing is to drink the diamond so you can leave with it.
Yeah, and then also, wasn't his boy the undercover waiter? So did he serve? Who served him the first poison drink?
No, the thing that he served, his boy served, was the thing that they were wanting, was the ashes of their like person. They gave him that little urn with the shit in it. When he gave him the diamond with that cocktail.
All right, so most people agree. Temple of Was got to be in the right mood. Definitely my least favorite.
Then when the dates showed up, were the monkeys eating the dates? Because that's Jem's new favorite thing to eat are dates. I'm like, babe, see?
Well, they had the poison dates in Raiders. What would I rate the movie if the character wasn't there? Well, the actress. I couldn't stand the actresses in both movies so far, to be honest. Matthew Lung, what up? Okay, so she did end up marrying him. Okay, that makes sense.
Ooh.
Who did she look like? I said at the end. I forgot. Can't remember. Phie's getting those watermelon brains for breakfast. Yo, for real.
I am.
Is that her name? What was her name? Kate.
Willie.
Spielberg left his wife for Kate.
Her name in the movie was Willie.
Really?
You didn't hear them say her Willie?
So she was dating the guy in Shanghai, and then somehow Indy uses her as a hostage, but then takes her with him.
Because they get separated during the scuffle. She's got the antidote in her bra.
It'll be Wagwan. Oh, she had the antidote in her bra.
And he snatches her up to get her out of there because,
and
Indy's like a chivalrous guy. He's like, this is no place for a woman.
So what happened to the diamond that was being kicked around too?
She's got it somewhere, and I don't know.
Chilled
Did they ever find it? I don't even know they found it in that scene where they're kicking shit around.
What is this talking about? I don't know.
Good morning, Kane Marco.
Josh Anthony, what up? The greatest Seinfeld episode is The Library with Lieutenant Bookman. Let me tell you something, pal.
Flagging books is a serious crime.
That was a good episode too. So many good episodes.
Bertano's. What was the name of the bookstore? Was Bertano's?
Oh, maybe. But it wasn't a bookstore. It was the public library.
Oh.
He was the investigator for the public
library. I feel like Bertano's had something to do with it.
Bertano's was another store in the Seinfeld world. I forget if it was.
Uncle Leo kept stealing from there.
Oh, that was a bookstore though.
Yeah.
And then George red flagged.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking of.
Everybody wished Pate a good night.
Night.
Yeah, I think you let that watermelon chill in the fridge a little too long.
No, it tastes good. The texture's bad.
Who kills the insects in the house of Gem or Phie? I think we can tell our little story that we had.
I don't want to.
I think we should tell the story of how I'm the Lord.
I tell Gem. See, I don't like if I find a spider, I feel compelled to take it and release it outside. Like,
or sometimes
he's been keeping it real in the house and killing bugs for me.
Well, sometimes we let the spiders rock. You don't want to tell them about my ants.
No, I don't. I don't want to do that.
Austin LeMay, what up? Boondock Saints was such a good movie. Goondock made me think of it. I've never seen that one. Or the Boondocks and cartoon for that matter. Yeah, D. Marcel, I'm with you. I'm gonna catch that on the trade paperback. Eric Thompson, what up? Hope Gene's doing good. Big shout out to ET, the Wolf Pack.
Oh, Eric, you're here. Good morning.
Temple of Dump, Lucas says. Cards and Comics says Indy 1 and 3 are the best. 3 probably being the best. So we'll try. Yeah, we'll watch that over the weekend for sure. That'll be everyone's homework. Finish catching up on the Indy watch through. I mean, we might do more than just Indy 3. We're gonna watch them all. And eventually, I want to start playing the game. We'll stream the PS5 or the game that's now on PS5.
Sorry.
Temple of Doom anytime over the 2 most recent ones, though. Okay, yeah, people don't like 4 and 5. Yeah, happy birthday to Phie's mom.
It is my mom's birthday.
Listen to your mumsy.
I'm just telling her to get over here already.
I did hear this from the dungeon that tariffs may slow down or pause the Doomsday production. I know, man. Starting to interfere in our world a little bit, right? Like, you know, I want the best for the country, but they're fucking up comics, movies, and collectibles. They're coming for all of our world with the tariffs. You know that? That's because we rely so heavily on China and Canada. A lot of comic book shit is Canadian.
Really?
A lot of comics are printed there. Bags and boards are produced there. What else? Omnibus. So omnibus sometimes, no, they're mostly Turkey and China. The omnibuses are printed. And then all the statues are all China. China. We're getting fucked up with that, man. Never saw the original back in the day, but it was massive. He's talking about is he talking about Indy? I did see Thunderbolts, and yeah, overall I liked it. I liked the ending. I think they nailed the ending and the post-credit scenes. The beginning act, second act, I was kind of like, you know, it's kind of goofy, kind of dumb. The plot was kind of dumb, but I still kind of liked the characters and the interactions, and I think they saved it at the end. It made me. It was a lot of callbacks to Phase 1, Iron Man 1. First Avengers movie, and then making me excited for the future of the MCU. So it did do that for me. I didn't care about any of the characters. Obviously, nobody gave a shit about Taskmaster. Didn't care about Ghost. I ended up liking Yelena, which it was basically her movie. I liked John Walker. Winter Soldier was just okay. He was kind of what, the big brother, the OG for this new team.
AK, welcome in.
The AK, he gonna let it spray. Oh, Phelps, so put in about 60 hours. That's a typical game these days. Did you platinum it? Oh, Eric Thompson gifting out membies. You know, we got
Justin
5 new members.
Cole. Oh my God. ETEP Wow got one.
Oh,
Robert, so awesome sauce. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yo, welcome to the fold.
Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone.
Appreciate it, Eric.
For Gene. Thanks, Eric. He said he sent us more movies.
City. Oh, real, bro. We don't need them. Well, we do. We kind of are collecting the physical copies here and there.
I'm not gonna stop you, but
RoboCop was fun, man. RoboCop is a good game. Rogue City, or Mark calls it Root City. Gremlins and Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom brought out about the PG-13 rating, and they were like, "All right, guys, you got to be a certain age to see these. We should do a Gremlins watch through." Did they make more than the first 2?
Oh my!
I'm surprised they haven't done a Gremlins remake.
I haven't
yet.
watched any of the Gremlins, but I feel like I've seen the second one just from the
3.
Key and Peele skit.
Oh, there's at least 3 movies. Let me see. Gremlins movies and TV shows. Here's the Gremlins franchise. You guys ready to see what we got going on?
What's up, comic addicts?
Gremlins 1 and 2 movies.
That's okay, Flippy. What's going on?
I guess it's really just the 2, right? I can't really tell. I've seen them here and there in the past. The bridge scene was cool in Temple of Doom. Yeah. But how about how they were so shocked that he was going to cut the bridge down when he was holding the sword over his head for like the entire time?
It's like, you think I want you to capture me? Like, that's not going to be a good time.
Yeah, I was thinking that's the first thing that popped into my mind when he was talking about Michael Myers.
Whatever.
Well, he is Canadian.
All of the Austin Powers movies were big hits in my family and my childhood.
And that's what Indiana Jones is. Indiana Jones, James Bond, Austin Powers are international men of mystery. They always get the girl. They always make it out alive. Yeah, I think Mike Myers must have been at the white parties.
Fallen hero. As glad as I am that you're driving an American car, get out of that Ford. Get a different
Get
one.
you a Chevy.
Get a Chevy. Get a different American car.
Unicron was hanging out last night during the game stream.
Oh, what's up?
Short Round reminds me of Slimer from the real Ghostbuster cartoons. He's not that animated, right?
Oh, he was so cute.
Yeah,
Austin Powers hasn't aged well. I think he had a lot of plastic surgery, didn't he?
20 years be doing a lot to people, man. Like you saw they had the everyone's talking about Pamela Anderson from the gala.
She's doing a no makeup thing.
She's doing a no makeup
I'm
thing.
with it. I'm for it. I actually kind of like the way she looked. It's
the thing about Pam Anderson, because they did like a side-by-side comparison with 20 years ago, and really the hair is what's killing her. She's got the short bangs with the bob going on.
I don't know if you know this. When you get old, like there's nutrients and minerals that like are leached from your body, and like your hair is gonna look like shit most likely.
Oh, Phoebe doing the Kali Ma move on Gem's heart. Oh, you said this one.
Mm-hmm.
She does. New movie day. Oh, okay. That's what Eric's saying. Damn, appreciate it, Eric. Thank you. I'm excited.
Oh, Comic Addict says that the Gremlins 3 is in development at Warner Brothers.
Oh, that's what that is. Gun Fanatic in house. What's the plans for the weekend? What about the weekend? Well, it's Mother's Day, and it's Phie's mom's birthday. So they were here on Wednesday.
Some years, like sometimes, because Mother's Day is like I think it's like the first Sunday of May, something like that. Sometimes my mom's birthday falls on Mother's Day.
Yeah, so Phie's mom and her stepdad they travel. They do a lot of RVing, right?
They go everywhere.
So they came here Wednesday and then they dipped out, and now they're going to be back for the weekend. So we're going to hang out. We're going to do a birthday / Mother's Day weekend. Probably going to try to record some content. Probably going to do some live game streams as well in the evening. And we're going to watch movies. They actually watched the first Indiana Jones with us.
Yeah.
Wednesday night or
she
Thursday
conveniently
night.
missed the second one. Now we'll watch the third.
That was a good call on her end. Eat the dates or don't eat the dates. I had a couple dates the other day.
Listen, Lucas Soltero, are you coming to GemCon? Because I've got an uppercut waiting for you. All right. He said, yeah, Phie's right. Hair molecules change over time. They get darker and less blonde.
Yo,
not mine.
First of all, I was blonde as a kid, and Phie was blonde. All of our kids were blonde as kids. We're like tangled. As soon as you got that first haircut.
Still blonde. All right.
Nico Garcia says Temple of Doom was his favorite. I think Flippy said it was his favorite too. Big shout out to Ruben Cordova hitting us with the $1 super sticker.
Thanks for being here.
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
Never had a Reuben sandwich.
Appreciate it. I've had a Reuben. Come on, man. Jewish deli is for life.
We know you have. Nobody gives a fuck if you have.
Cat's Deli. I'm more. What's the word I'm looking for? Prone to the pastrami sandwich.
Sharon Peters, welcome back in. Where have you been? She said, "If things go my way, the dates will eat me."
Jeez Louise.
Jesus.
There's no way this is a real female. This is like
it's totally fun. I love it. First of all, the name, Sharon Peters.
Sharing them. Curtis says his plan for the weekend is do every park in Orlando in one day. I don't know. This doesn't really sound like a great time. You got to enjoy the
Disney
park.
adults say the same thing every weekend. They do the same thing. No.
Hey, Marco's in the house. What up, bro?
You think so, Phelps? I don't know. I think SFX is his alternate account.
Chinese gangsters were profiting from Willie's Willie.
Gun Fanatic says pastrami is the best.
Yeah, with some deli mustard, some spicy brown mustard.
It's got the bits in it, the chunks. No, yeah. Sharon is a real woman.
Oh, apparently the cure wasn't in her bra; it was somewhere else.
I mean, like she put it in her shirt.
Britannica Thanos was the name of the bookstore. No, it wasn't. U.S. agent, somebody put us onto this the other day. It's Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn's son. The Sentry is Bill Pullman's son. He was a president in Independence Day. He was a believable president. I like
giving
him.
A lot of
I would vote for him.
George Bush Jr.
He was definitely giving a Republican
right,
vibes, though,
right. It was definitely maybe even a senior, George Bush Senior.
Goonies vibes for sure. Yes. Temple of Doom did give off Goonies vibes.
With Short Round.
So I kind of answered what I thought about Thunderbolts. Found it better. Yeah, me too. I went in thinking nobody gives a shit about any of these characters, which is still true. But towards the end of the movie, that's kind of the point. And they like play into that. So that's how you won me over. I'm like, yes, this team sucks. They're not. I don't even want to talk too spoilery because I know some, not everybody has seen it, but
Painted page.
we're kind of past the statute of limitation. Speaking of statutes, no, stop. Talking about current events.
Ooh.
No, what was the other thing I was going to talk about that was current? Oh, the new Pope. We got an American Pope.
Hey, guys, I think we're winning.
I thought the Pope had to be way older and have white hair. This guy's not meeting the criteria. Oh, happy birthday, Patty. Patois.
Ooh.
Good morning, Tim. Hope you guys are doing all right. Drive safe. Can't wait to see you.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoy having company here. I wish we had more company.
He does.
We're about to have company in 14 days.
Yeah, we're about to have so much company. I'm going to be wishing we had no company.
No. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
What's up, Nate Dog? Good morning.
Eric Thomas said, that's what I do. Spiders help with the mosquitoes down here. Yeah, usually we'll let a spider rock, but sometimes if it pisses me off, they got to go.
I just found out recently that daddy longlegs are not arachnids. They're not spiders.
What are they?
They're scorpion. They're from the scorpion
Have you seen that meme where the scientists are like, yeah, long legs is good, but we got to make it more zesty. And they're like, how about Zaddy long legs? Painted Pages, what up? He's going to be at GemCon.
I think that they have some of.
Happy birthday for Patty.
They have some of the most poisonous venom, daddy long legs, but they're so little that
yeah, you can't get to us. Yeah, per volume of their body or something. Like if they were larger, they would be deadly to humans. That is a thing. G Moya, what up?
Jesus, Sharon, Peter, I can't even read your comment. When you get to it, you just have to say. She loves your shirt. When she thinks of Colossus, she thinks of what?
But Lizzo has lost a lot of weight. She doesn't have a colossal gap anymore. Chad Canute says 4 and 5 are awesome. Don't front. I haven't seen them. We're gonna watch them.
Or she's beginning to develop a colossal gap.
Mike, this is true. Tariffs hitting all of our hobbies. So,
wait, what did Phelps say?
But what they do? Xbox prices are $10 higher.
Gun Fanatics says, sign me up for Florida GemCon. Where are you in Florida?
2026.
We're from Florida.
Everybody start gearing up for Florida GemCon 2026.
I'm from Palm Beach County. He's from Broward County.
B-Town is where I be round.
Bitch, please, clown.
Damn, another Juice rhyme. Yo, so if you saw the rapper video I did, that was another line that my boy Juice had.
We do say them on a regular basis.
He also had a line that says, I'll smash my bottle and I'll stab you with my drink. Grab a model and I'll stab her in the
pink. So vulgar.
But stab you with my drink was kind of crazy too, right?
Right.
All right, EML says, I don't know if you watch Big Bang Theory. Never, not one full episode. But there are episodes where they talk about the event of the Raiders of the Lost Ark, how it played out regardless if Indiana Jones was in the movie or not. Oh, okay. That's interesting. What about in Clerks 1, where they talk about people that were on the Death Star in Star Wars, but how they were just independent contractors and weren't really part of the Empire? Oh, that is true. Yeah, Tommy, I was thinking about you. U.S. and U.K. just made a trade deal.
Listen, every time I see these 100 Americans versus 100 U.K., I think of you every time. I don't really...
They might have a chance if Tommy Key's in the 100 Brits.
Maybe, but listen...
We're taking loads of their beef. Pause on that.
Jesus.
Anyway.
There's not enough room for cows in the UK. I don't know why you guys would be sending beef here to
Chat,
the US.
100 Americans versus 100 Brits. Who's taking the W?
Tommy, I'm going to have to tell you right here on the live, you're so factually wrong. No, we already did it once. There's no way the UK, you could bring the best
of the best.
Best of the best.
Bringing the best from Liverpool.
You have no idea.
First of all, we
pumped full of psychiatric medication over here. We are off of our rockers.
We could even we could send 100 from Florida, 100 from Texas, 100 from New York.
We don't even need
100
from Florida.
It could be, a mix. Steve says Temple Duke still his favorite, probably because I watched it as a kid first. Yeah, I'm literally watching these for the first time.
Sharon Peters says, Gem, you're the most famous person to come out of Broward County since Kodak Black.
First of all, no, Kodak is the most famous for sure.
Not Trick? Not Flo Rida?
But Trick lived in Broward for a long time. When he got his money, he moved up north to Broward. Canadians, we use Canadians for cheap labor. The Canadian dollar always, ever since comic book days, you'll have $1 US, $1.50 Canadian. Should we open up this V Friends comic book?
Yes.
So Gary V hit me up. Yo, the Gary V. I like Gary V.
I like Gary V.
So when he hit me up before, they're talking about they're making a comic. The thing is, the comic book I already know is not for me. Because I think most of us in this chat, we like 90s shit, Spider-Man, Punisher, Ghost Rider, Batman, stuff like that. I did think that it was smart that they did it in these packs, and it's kind of like
I do like this, but it's the size of an ash can.
There's a run of 3,000. You can get an original sketch. There's only one of them out there that Gary V did. You can get a sketch cover by DJC. There's a 10 gold foil. So they kind of make it. This is the only way to sell things in 2025, whether it's kids' toys.
The mystery pack era. What is that? So you've got like golden age, like that. It's gonna be a mystery
silver
pack.
age, you got modern age. We're in the mystery pack.
I really
era
wish
of
you
comics.
hadn't opened it like that. You have a razor blade right there. Like you just totally destroyed this.
Gary V. Gary V is
How do you know which one this is?
He's an inspirational dude, man. Especially as somebody who has always been into like buying and selling collectibles. He's big on that. So which version did we get?
This looks like the regular original sketch cover. I don't know.
No, it's not. This looks like the regular cover. So yeah, so here's the combo. It's not really for me. It's not something that I would be into.
Wait, Gary V draws?
I don't think so.
It says Gary V sketch cover.
I know I'm pretty sure he drew something, but I don't know that he's the artist.
He draws.
I'm pretty sure the artist is the other guy. But I ain't mad at Gary V. Shout out to Gary V. Inspirational dude. It's kind of giving me Adventure Time vibes.
I do like being surprised, though. I will say the element of surprise of a mystery pack I like. I don't like that you're basically tricking children into buying the same thing multiple times because it's a mystery what's in it.
But if you just drop this, it wouldn't get nearly as much traction. If they did it this way, is smart. I guess is what I'm trying to say. But here's my thing, though. So this to me is not something that I would be into. We need people to create comic books that have badass characters with dope stories. Like Spawn should be the litmus test? Is that what I'm looking for? Or
babe, I can't even believe that you know
Spawn
that.
should be the inspiration for anyone making new comics. Like, yo, first of all, it's gotta be a dope ass character that people like.
Do you know what they use litmus test for? Like, you know what it's for?
A basis on like setting the bar almost, right?
It's like to tell if your water is broken or not.
Is that the only thing?
I'm pretty sure that's
litmus test could be multiple things.
Isn't it when they test to see if they test your goo to see if there's amniotic fluid in it, like if your water's actually, I'm pretty sure that
litmus test meaning
for acidity.
Test in which a single factor such as attitude, event, or fact is decisive.
I thought it was just for giving birth.
No, it's kind of like setting the bar, I would think. But yeah, it's a cool little ash can, cartoonish type of vibe, Adventure Time type of vibe.
What's the age range on this?
I mean, it does look to be geared at younger people, which makes sense though, because think about it, like those comics that I mentioned, they were for like young adolescent boys. Really, that's what all comics were originally for like young boys. But then everybody...
You don't have to say young. You could just say boys.
Boys, yeah.
They're for boys.
All right, where we are. Let me get caught. We got to open this Josh Phelps. Let's do the Josh Phelps. What's in the box? Because I actually want to see what's in here. What's in the box?
Thanks, Phelps. You always send us stuff. You don't have to, but thank you. I love getting... I told you, I like surprises.
AK made it 3 streams in a row. That's a record for him. Appreciate you being here. I'm probably going to stream tomorrow, do some gaming stream. We'll do Silent Hill probably Sunday. Are we going to do a Mother's Day Silent Hill stream or no?
Yeah.
It's your day,
My
babe.
mother would want that. No.
Oh, here goes Josh Phelps. So this is from Josh, isn't it?
I think so. It came from eBay, but my inclination is that this is something that...
I thought he said that he had...
Yeah.
Damn.
What? How do you know already? I don't know what it is.
I see what it is already.
Damn it. Oh, the box.
Damn, I was going to buy... I'm glad I didn't buy this. So, damn.
What?
This is crazy.
Yo, Phelps.
Damn.
This is a thoughtful gift.
So we got some thoughtful gift givers. I'm going to tear up a little bit.
I'm really trying to compose
So I got to give him
myself.
some context. All right.
Oh my God.
Open it up. Everyone wants to know what it is.
Oh, I can't. I don't want to fuck it up.
This is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Oh, there's stuff in it, it feels like.
Damn.
Bro.
So it's got the thermos.
Oh.
Damn.
Take that. Take that. Take
Yo,
that.
this is so crazy.
Yo, this is this the one you had, babe?
Yeah, I'm about to show him. So damn, Superman lunchbox.
Daddy Quai.
I always love this art too of Clark running into the phone booth,
What?
coming out as Superman. Did he say Daddy Quai?
Daddy Quai.
That's what our daughters used to say to us. Look, you know this was old because look at the clasp. It's metal. You know, nowadays that would be plastic.
This
Then you
is
got the thermos.
This is the type of shit that this is what should be up on the shelf.
But guys,
behind
this is why this is so crazy. Young Gem in the 80s. You see that lunchbox? Damn.
I'm looking for a date, a year. Oh, 86.
This is the type of shit that I think we should be having in our backdrop with the new setup. Like,
Now
yeah, we
you
can have
think-
statues and shit too, but like this,
Yeah,
like the Ninja Turtle slash.
This for
thing
you guys, for you youngsters like D. Marcel and Flippy. This is a cup
for your soup.
for like you could have soup in this or a drink. I wasn't that kind of kid. Oh my god,
That's a good ass gift. Hold on.
bro.
Put it up here with Stan.
I love these lunch boxes. That's an old one because it has the metal fucking clasp. Damn, that's cool. I love that. What? Phelps, stop it. He sent me something.
Was this one from Phelps or was this from
Is
someone else?
this Phelps? You sent this, right?
No, because the name on it said
because he bought it from eBay and just sent it.
he
here.
drop shipped it,
Well, I mean, technically, he just put my information in.
but
for
it
the
was from him though. Did he say?
Oh no, hold on. He says there's something coming for you, Phie.
Oh, okay, so what? Yo, thank you so much, man. That was thoughtful as F. I was gonna buy it too because they dropped it in the Discord after I shared that picture.
I had no clue what that was gonna be. Yo, that is so cool.
Dizam. They're placing a tariff on our passion. That is true. That is true. Anyway, what was he saying? He got tickets to see Final Destination in 40X Theater. Never been to one, so it'll be interesting.
Fallen Hero says that he had a Biker Mice from Mars lunchbox.
Yeah, that's when you said that, I can already see that in my head.
Phelps said no tariffs on eBay. Thank you.
Damn. Yeah, I think all the figure and statue companies are starting to show the tariff amount in the pricing too.
From the Dungeon says every time I see one of those lunch boxes, I remember this fat kid at grammar school was eating beef ravioli out of it, saying it's the best.
Yo, I can see that.
I'm thinking about eating beef ravioli right now. The best. They're
Beef ravioli
so
sounds
good. I used to like to take my tongue and split the pieces of
Ravioli?
pasta apart and get to the middle like a psycho. Peel its skin off.
Jeez. That's what that mouth do. Josh Anthony said Century was cool. I thought so as well.
Wait, Mom, what do you
Virgin.
mean Steve's right? And secondly, you're not from Palm Beach. You were born in Hialeah.
What am I right about? As usual? As you.
Yeah, I know. I need to know what you're usually right about. Steve's right. No, she just said Steve's right.
Phie looks like she really liked Thunderbolts. Phie was around when I was watching it.
I didn't really watch it.
I'm still using this messed up arm. It's not really messed up.
I can fix it. We just got to look at it.
I can fix him. That's what she said about me when she met me.
Boy, was I wrong. No.
Phelps got a few left to plat Expedition 33. Always those random collectibles you got to run around finding at the end, but I knocked out all the difficult trophies. I'm probably going to hit you up to ask you real quick what's a good playthrough style to platinum. Comic Addicts, what up? Flippy's late painting his Titanic model kit.
Oh no. Sharon Peters says the tariffs have been affecting her Temu adult toys.
Well, we're all taking hits on all of our hobbies.
Oh, nice lunchbox.
Remember the Weapon of Choice by Fatboy Slim? That was a jam for sure. I don't really know Fatboy Slim. Was that like one of those like a deep?
Praise me like you should.
I don't really know Fatboy Slim.
I don't know.
I probably know the song. Oh, that's what he's driving. Got it. Austin Powers hasn't aged well. I think it would. I remember we watched Austin Powers a lot back in the day, man. We had the DVD.
I love gold.
Well, the thing is, I like the first one. The second two kind of, well, I didn't like Goldmember that much.
I listen, fat bastard. Fat bastard.
Get in my belly.
Get in my belly. I swear to you, my family hated me.
I know, Gun Fanatic. You hang around, you'll get one.
I eat because I'm sad.
Working on it.
And I'm sad because I eat.
Shrek 5 is canceled because of the Diddy trial.
Phelps, we said literally the same thing. That's a man baby. Everyone's dropping the quotes in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I was keeping Robo Machine. That's the path I was going down. There goes Sharon Peters. Have you watched cartoon Avengers Assemble? I don't think so.
Who does number 2 work for?
Driving the wife to the airport at 5 a.m. on Mother's Day so she can go to Alaska.
Let me meet her there.
We've already been there.
I want to go back.
Damn.
Sharon Peters, thank you. Thank you for being here.
Something happened with Zac Efron. He got into an accident or something, and then did he have plastic surgery?
His whole body swelled up. I think the swelling has gone down. I
didn't really like Temple of Doom, Flippy. Sorry to say. I thought it was ridiculous. See, I texted you guys while we were watching it. The first I tried to 30 minutes. I was like, "This ruin it."
He kept complaining. I don't know if you've ever watched a movie with someone who complains the whole time. He's gonna complain the whole time out loud. He's gonna let you know that it's dog shit and that he hates it.
Are we gonna get Phie's mom cameo on the show? She probably do it.
She will.
I don't know. I don't know if he would do it.
She'll do it.
It's Mr. X alt account, Sharon Peters. That makes sense, actually. Pastrami is the best. Your middle name is Ruben, isn't it? Yeah. Sharon Peters claims she's a real woman. Wish Gem Cone was on the West Coast. Steve Burke in the house.
It's not my bag, honestly.
With the long P from the cryogenic freezing. That was a Demolition Man playoff kind of homage, right?
Wolf Attack, no. I look at her. I look like my mother in features, but she's got a different color pack than I do.
Yeah.
My mom has got a different skin set.
Yeah.
She's got black curly hair.
Phie got more of the yellow Simpsons skin pack.
If you were to sit here with her and her tell you about my birth, she'd say, I wouldn't believe that it happened if I wasn't there.
Phie's mom is olive skinned.
My mom looks very like Sicilian Italian.
So am I kosher? I don't eat kosher. Am I kosher? I don't know. I don't know what. Well, I don't even know what constitutes as kosher. But no, I eat.
Does that answer your question?
Painted Page says, well, you don't really know what a real woman means anymore. Ron Michael, hello.
Is my mom an ebony queen? If you asked my children when they were like 3 years old, they would have said yes.
Also, our youngest thought my friend was black. He's Hispanic because he used the N-word a lot. And when she explained why she thought he was black, I was like, oh, yeah, that does kind of make sense.
You nailed it.
Best movie president, Jack Nicholson in Mars Attacks. Mars Attacks was kind of a good movie, though, not for nothing. Nate Dogg's in the house. AK said, forget the gifted memberships. Let me just sign up real quick. Appreciate it, bro.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, so Nate Dogg's in the house. Like George, that episode of Seinfeld where he has the sandwich in bed and then he brings in the TV for the trifecta. It's been a week, spoil away. Yeah. I'm always so scared to spoil movies for people on these streams.
Because the people who worry about a movie being spoiled, they're very upset about it. People who don't really care, don't really care.
Yeah. In honor of MF Doom, recently picked up the Dr. Doom Funko Pop when I said I'd stop collecting them, like my last one.
I'm going to highly encourage you. Just cut it out.
To stop collecting the Funkos.
Cut it out. Funko Pops are manufactured like horrible collectible.
He is old and has white hair. I didn't think he had white hair from what I saw.
The Pope?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new Pope has white hair.
He's old. They all have white hair.
He had like salt and pepper hair.
Right. There's some in there.
You got to have bleached white hair to be the Pope.
I don't think that you're going to get that. I think this guy is Peruvian.
That's some of that Peruvian weed.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say. The second I said that.
And he's from the Chi, too. Oh, here he goes. See? Peruvian, but lives in Chicago. It's the end of the world prophecy. An American Pope will, with Trump, be prepared. Isn't it also the prophecy that this is the last Pope that was ever prophesied?
Well, the previous Pope, the one that just croaked, he was supposed to be the last one. And then they say the next one is supposed to be like,
really the last one this
time.
This
is going to be the one to end all popes. Lucas Soltero says that this new Pope is 69.
Jeez Louise. Yeah, Nate Dogg had a busy week at work. He's finally here.
I saw online a girl talking to her mom about the new
Put a
pope
girl
and
on.
finding out that it's a guy she kind of had like a situationship with when she was younger. She's like, he just became pope.
I don't know anything about becoming the pope. Like, what is the prerequisites? Like, how does I don't know.
What does the job entail?
What do they do?
I told you, I think he speaks directly to God.
So it's kind of like Three Body Problem, where you have that religious group that they're the only ones that speak to the aliens that are coming over. It's kind of the same
The Pope
thing.
is a three-body problem.
Damn. Don't lie, Lizzo found all that weight she lost. Did she really gain it back? You know what though? I ain't even mad at her. I've been there, done that a few times. But actually, your boy down 20.
Golly.
20, and I'm on some muscle growth.
Why do you guys always do this? Touch my muscle.
Touch my muscle.
Feel it.
Super strong.
I'm like, babe, it's always hard as fuck. I don't know what to tell you.
Pause. If we do GemCon, you should do it in the winter time. I don't know, man. That means it's gonna be too close to actually.
I just think about Gun Fanatic. You got a membership.
Gifted 5 memberships, and Gun Fanatic got one.
Tyler Durden is a member.
Damn.
Ghost Design also a member.
Nice.
Johnny Rosado, how have you been?
Johnny Rowe, damn.
Where have you been?
I know.
Welcome back. Oh, actually, he's got a yellow gem, so he's not even new.
That's how I know.
Perfect.
He's back in the fold.
Andrew, just Andrew. What's up, Drew?
Welcome up, man? Josh, appreciate it.
Thanks,
hitting us with those blessings.
Blessings and lunch boxes, babe. You should use that lunchbox.
For what? Like what? What to GemCon? Should I bring it to GemCon?
You could keep all your smoke in it.
Yo, not for nothing.
And then the thermos.
I put the mason jar.
The thermos is now the mason jar.
Jeez Louise. British beef is good, Tommy Key says. Are we importing all the beans from you guys too? Yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to seriously think about what month to do GemCon 2026. We're going to have to work it out with your mom, though, because we're going to have to crash at the house over there.
Yeah. Yeah. She first of all, she will love it. Good morning, Alex.
And first of all, I came out before Kodak Black.
Are the kids there? Can I say hi to the kids? Also, you got a membership. I don't know if you noticed, but a membership has befallen you. Welcome in. Again, developers need to follow in the steps of Capcom with their own super survey. I don't know what that means. What did Capcom do? Gavin, Ryan, Phoebe. Hi. Hello, the whole Good
fam
morning.
in the house.
They're going to school today. Let them stay home.
Ooh, mad cow disease from the UK. Is that what we're importing?
Let them stay home from school today.
Chad says if the MCU cast Millie Bobby Brown and Sydney Sweeney with Florence Pugh in a movie, we'll make $1 billion easily.
All the money that there is in the world will go to this movie.
Who should Sydney Sweeney play in the MCU?
Sydney fucking Sweeney.
Didn't you just say hello to all your nieces and nephews? Now
yeah,
you're dropping
okay.
F-bombs?
I would say it in front of them. They know. Gavin knows.
We haven't won since, first of all, 1776. Get it right.
Aunt Stephanie's wild. No.
I hope Kodak doesn't go to prison. First of all, he needs to cut off the damn drugs, too.
Phelps says Black Cat for Sydney Sweeney.
Nick Sesh says we need to see a new snack box review from you. See, I'm eating too clean for that. You know what I will do? Whenever we import that British beef, I'll do a British beef review.
We already did this. MJ sent us a snack box. We owe him a snack box.
Yeah.
So we got it. We gotta like Nick. There's one exists already.
You know it's lit when I'm listening to Gem Stream while ripping it at the gym. Yo, yesterday I had to take a complete day off. No cardio, no nothing. My body needed a break, but I'm ready to go today. I'm ready to go today. After the stream, shoulders and back with some abs. Punisher is the ish. Yo, yesterday Phie helped me out a lot, man. So I really need her. I need a female touch when it comes to interior design. Phie helped me put up a lot of the soundproofing foam
that
squares.
Wasn't even an interior touch. It was just technical.
In the arcade, I put up some posters. I made the arcade feel real homey. I think I'm going to start spending a lot more time in there, man. I think we're going to do more game streams.
Music to my ears.
I like it
spending more time in there.
I like it in there, man.
There's nowhere to chill. It's all.
So we need to get a small couch for there, is what you're saying.
Cecilia says, I need a female touch. Pause.
No pause on that. Perry Comics says Gary V, the GOAT. The ultimate hustler. Gary V. You know, if you guys follow Gary V, he's usually ahead of the curve when it comes to like social media and online business. Like he was big on promoting TikTok years ago, and it became really big. Now he really pumps live selling now. He loves Whatnot. I think he's on Whatnot actually. Fallen Hero says mystery packs are trash. We talked about this last week, but they're trash, but they get you, if you know what I mean.
Oh my God, they're so huge.
Nate Dogg says, I tried to watch the movie Talk to Me with my wife. Heard it was a great horror film. Tell me why my wife chose the film trap from M. Night himself. That's an M. Night movie? It has an M. Night twist at the end? What is
They're
this?
all wearing their Gem and Collectibles hoodies.
What the heck?
Who are these children? I
those
recognize Gavin. Oh, that's Phoebe's. And then
Rose tall as hell.
oh my God. Well, yeah, they're growing.
Hold up. He just paid folks rent out there. Who did that?
AK wants to know if he buys this house, do the arcade and comics come with it? We
The
can work
arcade-
something out.
The arcade comes with it.
Half of it comes with it.
Comics don't. Yeah, the artwork is great on that Superman box. I'm on the opposite. I kind of like most of the M. Night movies.
Yeah.
But a serious crush on Josh Hartnett, and then Nate Dogg seconds that. Who is Josh Hartnett?
You know. You would just see it. He was like a kind of like a heartthrob.
Oh yeah, not my type. Too much of a baby face.
Too much beard.
Too much cheeks going on there.
He's got eyes like you though. Barely
Slanted
can
eyes?
see out of him. Barely good for seeing.
You could blind me with
With a floss.
Tommy says he got a lot of ideas for comic book IPs. It's litmus test, right? Litmus test. I didn't even know she tried. Dang. All right, let's see. Did you know the Howards are watching as well?
Oh, hi, Mom and Dad.
She's already passed out. Mr. Howard, hello.
Hello.
Test your pH water if it's acidic or alkaline.
Fallen Hero says, leave the Amis or I walk on this deal. Only you're walking. No.
Yeah, time to walk.
Crazy Cat wants to know what kind of guy is your type?
Not Josh Hartnett. He's got the anyway.
Good morning, Micaiah Brown. How's it going?
Micaiah always comes in about an hour in. He's up at 11.
He's got a little girl.
Fallen Hero says, I have a great comic idea about two serial killers who shared the love of one woman.
I love this.
187 time. Your box always has the homicide code on it. Yeah, you know what's crazy is that our address has it and our P.O. box has it.
Shut up.
Well, I'm not giving my address, but I'm saying part of our address has it as well. 187, man.
187 on a motherfucking gun.
Oh, this is before they even saw what was in there. Nully, what up?
What up?
Yeah, Phil's bringing the goodies. Baby Gem lunchbox. Yep. Thought about taking his kids to Final Destination so they'll understand. Yeah, it's at least to tell them not to drive behind trucks hauling trees. There was just something recently where a tree went through somebody's windshield.
And it like stopped like, yeah.
It's like, did you not see Final Destination?
My heart would be beaten so hard.
Off the beaten path?
Later, Dirty Diggler.
Hold on, this thing is annoying me.
You got it.
Clint is out.
He's got a meeting that should be an email to go to.
Don, yeah. Don the Wise been talking about the lunchbox, Gun Fanatic. Yeah, man. That was thoughtful AF. It was a sweet gift. Thank you, Josh.
Tommy Key says that Hulk Hogan is your type.
No. No. He's definitely the bleach blonde with the bald on top with the mustache. Hulk Hogan's not my type. Definitely not.
He's a weird guy. He's a weird guy.
Gonna make me tear up. I know, me too. Go on a picnic with that lunchbox. Better pack a lunch for GemCon. I should, right? Funny thing is, I sent a what's in the box, and it's those pants you're wearing. What's he talking? Oh, what's he talking about?
I don't know.
Not he's talking about yours. Did he see yours?
I don't know.
Show your
man.
pants.
No, I don't want to. They're below the counter. They're not on camera. There's
just
no
lift
reason.
the leg up and show them.
No, I don't want to.
Terry said that's fire.
I can't wear these pants out of the house.
Show them
they're
what
my
it is.
Suicide Boys pants, and they're covered in razor blades. It's like, all right, edgy Phie. I wore them to the gym one time and I was like, never again.
I'm just wearing some.
Never again. They're the best
shorts.
quality. They're the best quality sweatpants I've ever had. They're thick. They're like good quality. They're so nice.
Phelps says, yeah, I wonder what he got coming for you. I don't think it's going to be your childhood lunchbox.
Oh, it's something.
Do
you see how many 23s he has? We're here.
2, 3, 2, 3.
Yeah.
What is your child? Do you have a childhood lunchbox that you remember?
I don't remember it. I know I had the lunchboxes like that, but they had that plastic piece that just as you close the lunchbox, it just engages. You just sort of
you got to have the metal clasp.
Right. No, mine didn't have a metal clasp. Mine was one that you just closed it and it just like closed up.
Circumstances, not taking chances.
Circumcision. No.
Eric had an Incredible Hulk lunchbox. Did you see that bowl cut? Dr. Jones, the blonde cut. Now he used to have blonde hair.
I gotta go back to the thrift store where I saw that shirt for Monday. Dr. Jones.
Gun Fanatic, so he's jelly.
My children.
Every time I see those lunchboxes, beef ravioli sounds good.
Especially when you when you open the 2 pieces of pasta.
D. Marcel, catch you in the future. Have a good day at work. GMA, what up? I had a Power Ranger and DBZ lunchbox. DBZ is diabolical. At that age, it wasn't popular to like anime at that age, is all I'm going to say.
I don't watch Dragon Ball Z. I've seen like when he watches it, I kind of know the characters. There's a guy who comes to our gym, looks like Master Roshi. Yes. Out.
Master Roshi's at our gym.
And
he looks just like him, bro.
I cannot leave a Dragon Ball Z shirt at the thrift
store.
Know unless it's absolutely in the worst shape.
Do you know when he sees a pretty girl and blood squirts out his nose, it's symbolizing that he's getting a boner? I watched all Dragon Ball and all Dragon Ball Z. I'm kind of proud of myself about that, to be really real.
Well, you haven't watched all of One Piece.
I haven't watched
thousands of episodes. That's impressive.
My favorite coffee, Nate Dogg, is hazelnut with hazelnut creamer. Phie's is a Starbucks white chocolate mocha hot. I like hot coffee too.
The size does matter because it affects the proportions of the drink. So I just always go tall because that's the one that I like to taste the best. I don't think they get it right for the other 2 sizes.
Jem's right every time he takes Phie to Starbs. A tariff on Temu adult toys. Chris Maldo, what up? Definitely Mr. X. Chad says, I used to play death metal shows in my Haya effing Leah. Missed and loved that shirt. I didn't realize you were into death metal. Nate Dogg enjoyed Thunderbolts. Definitely had the feel of Beef, which was a fantastic show and would recommend if you haven't seen it.
They returned that stone, Flippy, at the end of the movie. And ever since I was a kid, I was like, why do they have these stones painted to look like a little loaf of bread? Like a little sourdough loaf. They got the lines, the 3 lines in the middle.
I'm unhappy because I eat. I eat because I'm unhappy. That was actually low-key real talk.
I got bigger pieces of corn in my crap than you. What does he say?
Something like that. Oh, man. The first one was my favorite. Spy Who Shagged Me had some moments, though. Yeah. I did not like Goldmember.
The worst role he ever did, though, was that Guru movie.
That
where
was
he was
a flop.
Yeah, that one was bad. I didn't like
I don't think he's done one like that since.
Fallen Hero. I have this shirt, and then I have another one where Butthead is flipped around facing the other direction, and Big Ben is in the back. It's a UK version of the shirt for some reason.
Call me Beavis. I get nothing but head. You know what rapper said that?
No, I don't.
Temple of Doom. How's it rate compared? It's below Raiders in my rating system. Wherever Raiders of the Lost Ark is, Temple of Doom is below it.
When they rescue all those kids. Like, so here's the thing. I look like my father.
Oh, yeah.
And then my brother looks like my mother. So my brother, again, we share facial features, but he's the same colorway as my mom.
Yeah. Same colorway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her dad's like blonde hair, fair skin. But see, his fair skin and your mother's dark skin is why you got this yellow.
That's why I'm yellow.
She's yellow. Yeah. You're in between, a little bit mixture.
And it was all yellow.
Meyer HQ in the house. Never seen Austin Powers. Always thought it was dumb as hell. It's basically a James Bond, Indiana Jones spoof. Really a James Bond spoof at heart.
Mm-hmm.
Efron looked insane in Iron Claw.
My Faja. That's how I talk to my father. When I talk to my dad on the phone, I was like, oh, Faja. He does it.
They do Faja to this day.
Oh, Mom, yeah, you should try to get a good one, though.
Well,
can you make sure it's good?
The thing about Spy Who Shagged Me is you got Mini-Me. The Mini-Me Dr. Evil stuff was funny. And yeah, that was Shrek's voice before Shrek. I never got into Shrek, but into the movies. Yeah, Mickey Rourke, his face got changed as well. It's not my bag, honest. From the Dungeon says, I don't know. I really think I'm the only person in the world who says the Indiana Jones series is total trash. I was never interested in it as a kid, but the movies are better than what I thought they were going to be, though. I got to keep it real. I can see why people liked it so much.
Lucas Soltero, I could easily become a sneakerhead. I almost did.
Well, Phie actually has a whole bunch of Converse. He collects Converse. Only thrifted, all crazy colors.
Although I did buy a pre-owned pair of Maggie and Lisa Simpson Converse off of eBay.
Phie actually had these one with gems on it that she had before I became Gem Mint, and she wore them until they literally disintegrated.
Yeah, they fell apart.
Yeah.
You can't find them anymore. I challenge you to find rainbow, gem colored. You're not gonna.
Mock says, I will shut a movie off so fast if someone out loud complains. Oh, man, we're going to have problems. I don't think we're going to be watching movies at GemCon. Who knows? We should watch The Age of Adeline. I got to see what this is.
No, that's got fucking Blake Lively in it. Why are you recommending that, Sharon?
Blake Lively. Does she fall in love with her co-star in this too?
It's got Harrison Ford.
Oh, yeah.
That's why. What is that lady's last name? Oh, Burston. I thought it was Bustin. I was like, Jesus.
Anyway.
Jesus.
The world needs another Austin Powers movie right about now.
First of all, what about... So, Crazy Cat just brought up Yay. What is this next song he's releasing?
First of all,
absolute insanity.
I think I'm confident in saying I'm boycotting new Kanye songs. Well,
I don't understand what's going on with him. He's gonna have some big, huge thing happen.
I haven't really been rocking with Kanye since My Dark Twisted Fantasy or 808s and Heartbeats, whichever one came last. I didn't rock with Yeezus.
I feel honestly mostly bad for North because that's her dad. She's the firstborn daughter. She probably and she looks up to him too. They love their fucking dads. And now he's doing all this fucking batshit crazy stuff. That poor little girl doesn't have the maturity to parse all that shit out.
Fallen Hero says he always asks his wife questions when she's in the middle of one of her chick shows and it drives her crazy. You know what's funny? You know what Phie's chick shows are? Watching people get arrested on YouTube, shit like Alive or some type of
surviving in the wilderness. Because you know what? I watch that shit and I'm so unreasonable.
But you do have two chick shows that you like to watch. First of all, she likes to watch Love is Blind, even though it really kind of fell off.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be catching it anymore.
And the British baking show.
They're so nice to each other.
Shit is so boring. And
that's how I know the UK couldn't take. Because if we did an American cooking show, we're battling each other. It's a competition. Nobody's helping each other. They're actually... You ever see Cutthroat Kitchen? Yeah. They give you... They're like, oh, well, you just made it so that person isn't able to use any knives for the next hour.
That's stupid. I like to watch Gordon Ramsay stuff. What's Hell's Kitchen? Is that what it's called? Just like Daredevil? You know what's this is good. So after we watch Indiana Jones, maybe we'll do a poll on what's the next franchise watch through. Mission Impossible, Fast and the Furious. Was there another one that we wanted to watch?
All messages. I always am in top message. I don't know. Whatever. Do I watch Naked and Afraid? I do feel like the naked component is completely unnecessary. It's already hard enough with clothes on. It's really not necessary. But they had that one episode or that one season with the lady with no legs.
What's the episode?
Of Naked and Afraid. And she's like waiting. She's going through the water and just her stumps are just on the ground. I'm like, your whole crotch is in the water.
I definitely judge the men that tap out on Alive within the first 24 hours. I'm like, bro. Come on, man.
He's like, you know what? I already proved I can live here. I want to get back to my family.
Be a man.
It's day one. You haven't proved shit.
So, Flippy, what about Temple of Doom was lighthearted, though? I don't think it was lighthearted. It was just kind of like you had to suspend, suspend disbelief a little bit more than in the other movie?
He's walking with Dr. Jones through the fucking passageway, and they don't have any light that they can see. And he's telling, it's lighthearted. He's like, Dr. Jones, we're walking on fortune cookies.
Yeah, what was that?
It's light because they're crunching bugs.
Was it lighthearted because there was a kid sidekick in the whole movie?
Tommy Key says Matrix watch through, but we already watched Matrix.
And same with Terminator. I already seen all the Terminators. I
Oh.
already seen all the Matrixes. Even the fourth one that I always forget was even a thing. I even watched the Animatrix one time. So after Mission Impossible, I kind of want to do Fast and Furious. I've only seen like 4 of them. But we got to do a couple other ones. And I'm definitely not doing Planet of the Apes originals or James Bond. They're so boring and so dated. Star Wars watch through with Phie. No, she won't do it.
You guys, that was a ballsy recommendation. When you know my stance, it's very clearly stated that I don't.
Nobody recommended it.
Oh, I thought you did. I thought somebody. Oh,
recommended it.
I was like, I didn't see them recommend that, and I would have went off the deep end had I.
Nate Dogg starting Seinfeld this weekend. Give season 1 a little bit of leeway. It's not really. It doesn't really hit its stride until a couple of seasons in, maybe even season 3.
We did
Still
already do the Alien one. Is really what kicked off this desire to do all of these old movie watch throughs because.
But Alien, but I had already seen them all, but we did an Alien watch through when Romulus came out.
Nate Dogg's recommending the James Bond watch through.
No,
I can't. It's so boring.
No. Maybe a Pierce Brosnan James Bond watch.
I feel like people who would enjoy James Bond enjoy League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
AK says, if there are 11 people on the stream and there are 10 gifted memberships, I'll be the one to not get it.
You don't even have to be here to get a membership.
So that's what he just said. He just got his own.
Godfather, Wolf Attack, never. Never, ever, ever. Or Sopranos, none of that.
I don't know. Yeah, it was a great gift. Funko Pops are why Garbage Island exists in the Pacific. I won't stop until I have more pop vinyls than atoms in the universe.
There are more pop vinyls than atoms in the universe.
Where's the best place to eat in Florida? Wow.
At home. No.
Anywhere.
Pollo's great.
If you're talking about like a fast food that's not burgers, I like Pollo.
You're going to walk in and be like, there's no way that this place was recommended.
It's
eat the food.
It's Jamaican Chipotle.
Get the yellow sauce, the curry sauce.
It's amazing.
You could just take a shot of it and drink it. It's so good.
Like Newman does a shot of honey mustard after eating the broccoli.
For me, when I go down to Florida, if I'm going to the things that I want to get, like, okay, so in South Florida, there's a place called Bud's. I don't think it's outside of Palm Beach County, though. I think it's only in Palm Beach County. There's like 5 locations. Try that. You need to hit a Checkers in Florida. It's just different. I don't know. Just try Checkers and
you got to try Flanagan's.
Ooh, Flanagan's.
For a nice seafood place, but they have other stuff. So, Deerfield Beach stuff, if you guys know the area, I used to work at the Cove as a busboy back. It's on
the water. Day. It's nice.
The Cove on the water. Key Lime House on the water. I heard you said it fell off.
It fell off. It's not good anymore.
The Cove probably fell off.
It's a great environment, atmosphere. The food is overpriced and underdelivers.
YouTube. Okay, so here's the thing. We don't really have member exclusive videos. What I'll do is I'll when I have a video done in enough time, I'll release it for members early, and then I drop it when I plan to drop it. But I did have a couple of videos that I did as members only, and then I never made it public, so they kind of do just sit there as members only videos. But I don't really make videos specifically for that.
Yes, Lucas Soltero. Checkers is rallies. I wish I hadn't eaten any of that watermelon.
Why?
Because I could still be fasting. No, I'm just not. Now I'm very hungry.
Now you regret it.
Now I regret it.
Fallen Heroes Broken and Broke this week. That's all good, man.
Yeah.
No worries.
Don't even worry about it. Just hang out with us.
Where the hell is Scotty Arms?
I didn't know. Ooh, sub place, South Florida. Jersey Mike's Sub.
First of all,
Las is a huge chain, babe.
Jersey Mike's is a huge chain.
No, that's not what I meant. John Smith Subs.
John Smith is
John Smith's. I do mean Jersey Mike's too. I do mean Jersey
and
Mike's
Las is good too. What are you talking about?
I haven't ever had a Las Patas.
And my pops works at one of them. So you never know.
If you're in Florida and you eat at Las Patas, you could have eaten a sandwich made with love by Jem's dad.
No, we're gonna watch all was it 5 Indiana Jones?
Someone banned Curmudgeon. Stan Cartman Kenny. Are you really? He says Jersey Mike's is meh.
How? In what universe? It's the best sub plays.
Are you coming to GemCon? Because I'm about to knock your block off. All right.
Here we go with the membership now. Yes, sir. Mandatory baked bean subscriptions for all U.S. citizens.
Later, MJ. We'll talk to you later.
Sydney Sweeney as Black Cat. That makes sense. Who did she play in the Madam Web movie? I didn't even see that movie. Scarecrow of the Night. That's a new name. Good morning. Or Scarecrows of the Night, excuse me. Oh. Another Black Cat. Kodak needs help for sure. Crazy Cat says Sydney Sweeney is a butterface. Kodak so cooked.
Sydney Sweeney is a butterface? I've never heard anyone say this.
Yeah, that's a new one to me. RPR in the house. White Tiger in the house. We need Tom Hardy back. Mike needs a female touch.
I've never even heard of Deli Delicious, Lucas Soltero.
No, I never had that. Has anybody else heard of Witch? Is that a thing besides where we used to go?
The one that we had by us in El Paso tapped out as soon as the shutdowns happened. They were like, we can't do it.
They didn't survive COVID.
We can't do it.
Tom Hardy's doing that Mobland show. I'm not caught up, but it slaps so far. It sounds like it would be up my alley.
Mock said, who's even looking at Sydney Sweeney's face? Mock was like, she has a face? No.
That's how you trick a girl into working. Hey, I need your interior design touch. Damn, that's low-key almost how I got you yesterday.
He had me do all this work for him, and then I didn't see him for the rest of the day. He's playing video games.
Yeah, because I wanted to do a game stream. We set up the game room. I wanted to test the sound acoustics.
Witch is a Norwegian. Oh, never mind.
If I ran for president, they'll start pulling up old Skrilla lyrics. This guy is not fit for president.
I'm telling you right now, Gem would not make it as a president. He wouldn't be. No. He would never get that far.
Never.
I would take him down in a second. I'd be like, there's no way this guy's becoming.
You'd be like, look, this guy.
He's not what he's.
This ain't the guy you want. Talk to Me was great. Come on. I haven't seen that. Yeah, everyone says pinball machines. I just never got into pinball. Even when I was a kid, I would go to the arcade. I never played the pinball. I'm playing the fighting games, the beat 'em ups, and I'm playing the slot machines before I'm playing pinball. If you remember, they used to have those in children's arcades back in the day.
It's like an analog cabinet.
Leave the hummies or I will.
It's an analog cabinet.
Micaiah. Everybody wants to know what my guy type is. I don't have one, but I know what it's not, is what I'm saying.
I watched this video today. I think this guy was being interviewed by Adam 22 or something.
I can't stand Adam 22.
I can't. He's
degenerate.
He's so.
He's a real jerk off.
He is, and I forgot what I was gonna say.
It was Don.
He was talking to a guy who was in a relationship with a trans woman.
Yeah,
and how he's like, I'm not gay if I suck her dick.
Jeez Louise, babe. Don Knotts. What is this guy from MASH? Oh, the Andy Griffith Show. No.
It threw me off my square a little bit watching it because this guy was like this big built guy. And I'm like, how are you saying what you're saying right now, sir?
Oh, he was in Sin City. Give him another shot, Gem. This guy, Josh Hartnett. I don't remember his role in Sin City. I remember Harry Potter was in Sin City and he was that serial killer. That was wild. Bruce Willis, I remember.
Austin LaRae, right?
What did he say?
You've seen the interview I'm talking about, I'm sure. Oh, my brother just texted me. He's going to tell me, yo, that shit is LOL. And he's like, it's like a girl. He's like justifying. He's like, it's girly though. It's like way littler than mine. It's way smaller than mine. He says it looks girly. And I'm like, sir, I'm so sorry to tell you, this is the only body part that is not girly.
Yo, I was gonna say this, but I don't think I'm an Ultimate Warrior guy either.
What, babe? Grow your hair out.
Tom Hardy is a gem type for sure.
Yo, no shit, babe. That's your type, Tom Hardy.
No, I don't have a type. Shorty don't swing that way. The little Gem pants from the photo. Oh, the pinstripe looking like a candy cane my pants were when I was young Gem.
Tommy Keys loves those pants. I feel like I remember him going in saying those pants are so stylish. The pinstripe carnival colorway.
Look at that belt. What do they call that kind of belt again, babe?
I have to look at it. I don't know.
Where it's like,
oh, it's a woven belt. It's no big deal. I don't know the name of it, but your mom tied it in the most classiest way that she could have ever done it.
No, I never went to prison. Thank God.
AK 100% Tom Hardy. 100%. What?
No.
It is.
Watch. I don't think I've ever seen Tombstone either. Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer.
It's on the list. Are we gonna pull a movie right? Oh no, we're still doing Raiders of the Lost or whatever the fuck.
We're doing Last Crusade. We're gonna try to. We got to knock out some Indiana Jones this weekend. Also, I've only got 3 episodes left of Transformers season 2, and then I get to watch Transformers the movie 86. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And it looks like seasons 3 and 4 are way shorter. So I'm knocking out the Transformers original cartoon series. Gun Fanatic wasn't cool enough for a lunchbox. I had a brown paper bag. I had brown paper bags. That was only because I was like preschool or something. But elementary school definitely was sack lunch in it. Mike Ortega with a $5 super chat. He says, crazy. We've only got one Superman trailer and a behind the scenes video. The movie comes out in July. Is WB losing confidence in this movie? Maybe they're so confident that they don't want to give too much away in the trailers, because that's what Marvel has been pretty bad about that lately. Giving out the whole damn. You didn't need to see Brave New World if you saw the trailers.
Really?
For real. There was nothing left to the imagination. Thunderbolts, they did a little bit of a better job. But Superman, I heard that there's a new trailer about to drop, though, actually.
That's Nate Dogg says no, that's old school marketing on Soups.
Yeah, hopefully.
Like, give us a little bit of the movie, not
Right.
the whole movie.
Master Roshi at the gym. Yo, this guy looks exactly. He's ripped too, and old, bald head, super tan.
I've never watched like a majority of Dragon Ball, but like I saw this guy. He wears the sunglasses inside. I'm like, babe, is that like not Master Roshi? Get a turtle shell on this guy.
You know what we really do need to knock out, and it would be a great AI thumbnail too for the next show. We need to watch Top Gun and Maverick. I have not seen either one of those. Bits and pieces of Top Gun I've seen. I used to play the NES game back in the day. I don't think I ever successfully landed that plane on that damn, what's it called? Up, left, right. Never successfully landed on the carrier ship, air carrier ship. What do they call those? I'm thinking helicarrier, but not hella. Anyway,
Alex says, we need more anti-hero movies.
More anti-hero movies?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to hear Todd McFarlane say he's working on Spawn one more damn time.
Says.
I
can't believe you did a fucking typo like that in person.
Very common anime trope with blood squeezing out the nose.
Brightburn was good. It was if Soups was bad movie.
Yeah. Brandon 007 in the house on the West Coast. I've been losing a bunch of subscribers this whole month. I don't know. I think it's more so of YouTube purging bots or whatever. But the subscriber count doesn't really matter, obviously, these days.
It really doesn't matter anymore. You could have no subscribers, and if your video hits like millions of views, it hits millions of views.
You could have 1 million subscribers and the video doesn't hit anywhere near a percentage.
I have channels that I watch regularly on YouTube that I am not subscribed to.
Yeah, the algorithm is going to recommend the shit whether you're subscribed or not.
The shit I'm subscribed to, I never fucking watch. So I'm like, I'm not subscribing to shit anymore.
AK, biggest lockdown flex, finishing One Piece in 2 months.
That I honestly could do another shutdown. I could go for another. Everybody, just
we already are shut
away
down
from me, and nobody go anywhere.
Love the ending of Temple of Doom as they return the stone and rescue all the kids. Well, I guess very cheesy.
One of my favorite things that came out of the lockdown after doing all that, because I don't know that anybody remembers this, but I feel like Uber Eats and all the food delivery services really fucking took off.
That's when they started. Holy moly.
Why do you want me to read? I don't want to read all these names.
Uncle Al gifting out 20 memberships. Disney.
AZ Legends 480. The Hero 113. I don't know if I'm saying something bad here, so please forgive me. Camel Poggers. Kiro 5. Jonathan Carranza. Low Santy, Too Ugly, Too Stinky, Collector Core PR, Suplex Dan.
I've seen that
What's
before.
up, Mike Myers? Joe Caballero. No.
That's not our guy.
Caramello.
Carmelo.
Julius Jameson. Hero Comics. Kells. I haven't seen Kells in a minute.
R.
Justin
Kelly.
Z, Nostromo Frizz, Jamie or Jaime, Wayne Deacon, Charlie Rogers, NBN, and that was it.
Damn.
Bro, don't you dare.
Gold.
50 next time? No.
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 We don't have enough people in the chat for that.
Camel toe, says Wolf.
Appreciate it, Alex. Thank you. That was nice.
Thank you.
Well, I don't remember what I said from the dungeon. He said it was a dope line. I just drop them. They're just throwaways. You can have it. I think he's talking about Juice's line.
Oh.
Metal Elf, what up? Dolph, is that my type? No, I don't know.
Oh, don't dab. Oh my gosh.
Fallen Hero says he bought that same shirt for his wife, but Beavis and Butthead are Biggie and Tupac. If Faith had twins, she'd probably have two Pacs. Get it? Two.
Damn.
He said that on the song with Jay-Z. He dissed his wife because she did the Tupac stuff.
Jesus.
We're all the colors of the wind, not the colors of the rainbow. And can you sing with all the... But
colors of the rainbow are Skittles. Taste
I
the
was
rainbow.
trying to... Anyway. And it was all yellow.
I watched a body cam footage the other day. The woman who voices the original Pocahontas was getting arrested, and she was
not happy about it.
I'm gonna say this: she wasn't on her rocker.
Was she painting with all the colors of the wind? Or no?
She was painting with a few of the colors of the wind. I don't think she had all the colors anymore. She had a couple of them, and she doesn't look like she was a stranger to freebasing or something along those lines.
Nate Dogg says Last Crusade's fire, easily his favorite. River Phoenix in the beginning had me wanting a young indie movie. Flippy's tossing out one. Who's the lucky
Nikolai Bird?
Ew.
Sorry, I realized I was watching on the playback that when I yell into this, it gets real loud. I'm apologizing.
No, I don't see us going to San Diego. Maybe New York Comic Con. Depends on what's going on. That's even looking a little bit like it's probably not going to happen, though, to be honest. The only way we're going to one of those types of conventions if we do sell this house. Because that's an expensive trip between the hotel and the travel. Unless we go to New York Comic Con like real guerrilla style, like we drive and sleep at somebody's house or some shit.
We're down to sleep at someone's house.
Because I'm not down to sleep at a shitty ass hotel. I can't do it.
I got to be honest with you. Some of those nice hotels,
not even
inside,
that nice.
Shitty hotel.
That's true.
It's shitty, ugly, dirty.
Yeah,
Gross.
he's a color head with the colorway. Yeah.
Sneakerhead.
Oh, Chad had a Nintendo Power lunchbox and never owned a Nintendo product. I was a Nintendo kid. I ain't gonna lie. Nintendo NES was my first system. Then Super Nintendo. I did have a Sega Genesis, and I did actually have Sega stuff for a while. I had the Saturn. I had the Dreamcast. I would make the hobby fund itself as a kid. Like, what came out first, Dreamcast or Saturn? I think Saturn. I would sell my Saturn and all the games to get the Dreamcast with the launch title, and then I would slowly build up games. And then when I got sick of that, or when the new thing would come out, I would sell that all and then keep it flipping.
My favorite game system was the Game Gear, the Sega Game Gear. You didn't have to charge it. You put battery
and you
it.
Could play it at night with Game Boy. You'd have to. It didn't emit light, so you can only play Game Boy in the damn daytime.
I also had an obsession with the Game Boy with the clear case, so you can see all the bits inside of it.
Oh, what about the Apple Mac computers like that used to be in the schools?
We're not changing from Game Boy yet.
And we had pagers like that.
All of the attachments, like it had an attachment for a light, it had an attachment for a printer.
That's how our beepers were.
Camera. Not my beepers. My beepers never had attachments.
No, the beeper, you could switch out the clip, you could switch out the battery cover.
I don't know about that.
And they started making them clear colors and all that. Micaiah Brown's a middle child. I feel like you don't fit the stereotype. The middle child is supposed to be the wild, crazy one.
No. That's the forgotten child. You're tripping. Middle child is the forgotten child.
No, the middle child is the bad one.
No. The last born.
No. The last born is the
Let me tell you
one.
right now. Think about your last born. Think about think about our last born.
Well, Maggie is a second born, but not a middle child.
Right, no, but she's last born.
You're wrong.
The middle child is the forgotten child.
The middle child is
the
wild.
I'm telling you right now, you are wrong.
I'll tell you how you can prove it. Because the firstborn is the sweet one that's so good and easy that tricks you into having the next kid. And the next kid is usually the wild and crazy
right, but then
one.
If you have another one, it changes the.
I think we're both right.
Yeah, middle child is boring as hell. It's the forgotten child because the baby gets all the attention.
So who's the bad one?
The last born.
Bill Beth refused to watch Indie. She says she hates it. Blasphemy. So we watched Page Master instead. I don't think I've ever seen Page Master.
If the second born is the last born, then yes, it is a crazy one.
Is that the rules?
It's the last
Oh,
born.
this Page Master. This is
Macaulay Culkin.
I'm not
Yeah.
good with this. I think I've seen it in school or something.
I think Faithful Steve. Are you a middleborn?
Kiss my Converse.
Maggie had. We'll see. Megan is willing to push the envelope. Jaden is. We used to call her straight AJ, so let's just call it that. You know, like they're very because they get all the attention, and then the second born comes.
You already kind of got the swing of things. Chad Canute, K-Swiss for me were always girl shoes though. Always girl shoes. Darth Lopez with a $1.99 super
Don't
chat.
try to pull us into your terror dome, all right?
79 cents after eBay fees and taxes. Appreciate you, Darth Lopez. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for hanging out.
More importantly,
I caught your last video. I can't. If I see a Darth Lopez video come up in my feed,
he's an avid
just
watcher.
know I'm watching it,
and I'm watching it by proxy. Does Ye do sneakers? Well, he had the Yeezys, right? K-Swiss were hot in high school.
What is the deal with firstborns being so easy breezy?
It's biology tricks you into procreating. That's what it is.
No, I think it's because they get all of their parents' attention,
right? And
so
you're super
like
you're super careful and concerned and loving because you're trying to do the right thing.
You like clean off the pacifier once it falls on the ground.
Yeah,
and you're like, no, my special
but
little.
The more
baby.
you have kids that get used to it, you just kind of you realize you don't need to do all that. Faithful Steve says, "Do I think Avengers Doomsday will have a scene acknowledging their father and daughter connection?" Saw a photo of her back on set with him. Not sure if it's real. So hold on. Which father-daughter? Who are we talking about? Who's their father-daughter connection?
I think you're talking. Are they not talking? Oh, Avengers Doomsday. I was thinking.
Yeah,
but the Red Guardian and Yelena.
No, I don't know which characters he's talking about.
Fallen Hero says K-Swiss was never cool.
No, I agree. It was for girls.
They were for getting dressed real clean.
They were like
preppy, real clean.
They were platform sneakers, is what they were. They had big
also
ass
had the zigzags on the bottom too. Sometimes.
See if Steve comments. I don't know who's the father. Magneto, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Doom doesn't have a daughter.
Cards and Comics says Magneto and Scarlet
Right,
Witch.
that's the first thing I thought of.
Mike Ortega says that he's the youngest and his parents spoiled him.
Ooh.
He doesn't even realize he's out of control. He doesn't even realize he's out of control. He says he's the youngest and his parents spoiled him. You have youngest goggles on. You can't even see that what you're doing is insane.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're getting all worked up about. Appreciate the super chat, Mike. Oh, all right. Here's some. Yeah, we saw that. Some shoes cost thousands of dollars. Yeah, I'm good on that. Fallen Hero said a few years ago he had about 300 pairs of shoes, mostly dead stock. Had to sell most of them. I'm down to 60 pairs now. What about when those crazy expensive shoes they start deteriorating and they kind of what's the word I'm looking for? You can kind of just move your finger against the bottom of it. It'll just tear apart.
Oh, what?
With sneakers?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've seen it. Like they're made to like be worn down.
Shane Madden says, "How's everyone doing today? GemMint team is the best. Thank you for all the comics and fans. Shout out from East Coast Canada. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it."
Firstborns are easy, Alex. And I didn't have my first kid when I was 16.
The thing about I don't think they could really acknowledge Magneto and Scarlet Witch because they're from different universes. Yeah, here we go. I saw your one for free, but appreciate the super chat. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll throw some type of line for people who are in the know, like, you look like a daughter I once had.
Okay, comics addicts. I had baby fat shoes, pink threads.
What about Echo Red?
Looking like a pair of Adidas shell toes.
Nickel and Diamond says in their 4th grade picture, they're wearing a "That's Just Not My Bag, Baby" shirt, cheesing hard as shit too. That's funny.
Austin Powers.
Yeah.
And what's the thing in the bag? It's a penis pump.
Swedish made, penis enlarger.
Swedish made penis pump and penis enlarger. And he's like, it's not mine, honestly. That's the kids wearing that shirt. That's
Mike Myers has
funny.
a Netflix TV show. I haven't seen this one. That's kind of odd. Is Ye going at his daughter too? That would be unforgivable. Conspiracies. Yeah, he is saying similar things Michael Jackson said. He better watch out.
You better get away from all that propofol.
AK, I really enjoyed Zdarsky's Daredevil. I did like it.
Uncanny swag. New phone. Who dis?
The uncanny is back, baby.
It's uncanny.
I guess he lost YouTube on his last phone. I'm just joking. I'm joking. Them's his jokes. Anyway.
Crazy Cat wants to. He says he hasn't heard your guys' take on the Fantastic Four movie. I like retro style, but I hate Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards.
I'm not a fan of Pedro Pascal. People love Pedro Pascal, but I'm not really seeing why they like him, man. But I have unrealistic high expectations for the Fantastic Four movie. I'm super looking forward to it. I've always had a soft spot for the FF and the universe that they've built, and I really want to see. Well, now we know how they get introduced into the Marvel universe, but I like to see them building towards something, building towards Secret Wars and everything. So bringing in the different universes, the incursions, all that.
Penis pumps.
Sweetest.
How does that even work though? Like, how is that even possible? Feels like it's not right.
Micaiah Brown said he lost out on a sale on Whatnot the other day because he has a poster of Kanye's graduation album on my wall. They were like, wait, is that Kanye on your wall? And dipped. That's whack.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Mission Impossible is a great one. All Air Maxes, Jordans. What's SBs? Dunks. What about Saucony's? You remember the Saucony shoes? Or is it Saucony's?
Saucony is what I remember them.
I don't remember. They had the little Chuck Taylor in Alive. I don't remember that.
Flippy says, "Get Pedro Pascal out of everything. Enough."
So I mean,
Uncle?
What is he in? He's Joel in Last of Us. He's Reed Richards. What else? He was in something else big, right?
Yeah, he's in Last of Us.
Yeah, I just said that.
He's in Game of Thrones.
But wasn't that his first big break or no? I'm not really up on him like that. No, we watched all the Matrix already. Rambo is actually a franchise that I need to watch, babe. It's going to be tough to watch.
For me. I can't listen to him talk like this. How many movies?
Rocky would be a good one, but I've seen all the Rockies.
I'm going to need subtitles just for him.
Yeah, it's true.
He's in The Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, he's Mando. That's the first big solo role.
Where I wanted him to stay. Keep him right there. Keep him in the Mandalorian role.
Addicted to Retro 720 and 818. It's the most comfortable. I think he meant shoe ever.
Mike Ortega's cat is named Rambo, and you think you're a normal, regular firstborn.
RPR says skip the Fast and the Furious franchise. I just feel like there's so many of them out there. I gotta watch them, but I'm not going to enjoy rewatching 1 through 3 because I've seen them a few times each.
Nate Dogg says there are 5 Rambos.
I need to watch Rambo.
That's 4 too many.
I've seen one of them where it's dark the whole time and he's like infiltrating some base by himself or something. Yeah, Zdarsky's Daredevil leads into Devil's Reign, which is a pretty cool event. And then it leads into the Daredevil Woman Without Fear, the Elektra as Daredevil, which I kind of liked it for the storyline. But then I haven't followed the whole ongoing series, but Elektra is dope. Oh, God, you're asking the wrong person, Chad. Phie, if you wake up in the middle of the night and can't go back to sleep, why do you take your wrath out on Gem? Oh,
if I am woken up by sounds,
she'll never go back to sleep.
Because he should be handling all of that. I shouldn't have to hear
I should ensure her a good night rest throughout the entire night. Through
the whole night. So then if I get woken up, obviously, it's only one person's problem. His.
The Kid made Temple of Doom lighthearted, and the Shrieking Woman. That didn't make it lighthearted to me.
Yeah. Gem, that's the last thing he wants to hear is someone screeching.
I don't do good with yelling. I'm not good.
I don't like taking melatonin. I hear that it can mess up your own melatonin production.
Oh, look, Bordeaux said Rambo a long time ago. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, Fallen Hero got my Devil's Reign because I kept the two Zdarsky volumes. I think the event is in maybe volume 2. James Bond, I'm so good on that. There goes Curmudgeon. Rocky, I've watched all. Die Hard as well. Godfather watched too. Phie doesn't want to watch that. I think I've seen the first one. I don't know if I watched the second and third. I heard they're really long and boring.
I feel like I tried to start watching the first one and I was like, this is so boring.
We actually have both of these in Blu-ray packs, Resident Evil and Underworld series.
What?
We have both of those. I have them right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because we had that. We have the Alien one, the quadrilogy one. Short round and the annoying chick. Plus the whole mind-controlled indie. The mine cart. Oh, the mine cart chase. Donkey Kong Country.
Even with the jumping tracks.
And the sound effects.
So crazy.
But why did they tell them that they had to go to the left tunnel and not the right? But they went through the right and they still were kind of straight.
They weren't kind of straight.
I mean,
the water came and the fucking...
Yo, what about when they escaped the plane in the damn life raft?
Right from the beginning, Gem was not on board. That whole scenario, I was like...
The life raft, they crash down to the mountain, no problem. Then they slide down the snowy mountain. Then they go off another cliff. Now they're in rapids. And then there was another thing after that, too. It was like, yo, you're not going to be fine hitting the ground like that because you're in
they're in an inflatable
yeah, but the
boat.
bottom lining is not inflatable.
No, they're
only the outside.
in an inflatable boat.
It was so ridiculous.
An inflatable boat. It's basically like a parachute.
I can't tell you how much I hated all that. They should have at least used it as a parachute, not just sitting in it and falling down in a life raft.
So I fell out of a boat like that one time when I was like
out of a plane.
No. I was whitewater rafting. And I fell out of the boat. I don't think the bottoms are. I think the bottoms are a little bit inflated.
Yeah, a thin layer maybe. This not to save you from falling out of a plane is what I'm trying to say.
I think we all watched it happen. So I don't
Bordeaux,
know what you're having a problem with.
I'm always tempted to buy the Sopranos DVD box set when I see it at Walmart.
Austin quoted you out of a plane. No, I was whitewater rafting in a river, but I was like 8, and when we hit the whitewater part, like they gave us all these instructions, like make sure you tuck your feet under sides. Like right. I had a life vest on, and I swear to God, we hit it, and I just bounced right out of the boat. Like I'm 8 to 9, maybe 10. No, I must have been like 8.
I fell out of I went to summer camp one time. A sleepaway camp twice. One of them was a military school, and one of them was a regular sleepaway camp. And I fell out of the white water rafting too. And I remember they tell you, make sure that you're laying on your back and your feet are out and your hands are back or something if you fall out. And I fell out, and somebody pulled me back up.
I didn't even get all the way in the water. Somebody else in the boat grabbed me by my shorts.
By the short hairs.
I was a kid, and pulled me back in the boat. Yo, I'll never do that again.
Yeah.
I saw fish in the water. I could see all these huge rocks.
Mike, you can't get a gifted membership if you're already a member. What up, Danny? Thoughts on the new Predator trailer? Didn't excite me. Wants that AVP Omni, though. Gotcha.
Fallen Hero says, yeah, it's thin plastic.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, man.
But fishing line is thin plastic, and they pull fish out of the water with it, like big, huge, like tuna.
I'm good on the Twilight series.
Do they pull tuna out with plastic thread or line, or does it have metal in it?
Tuna swim with the current. Salmon go against.
I don't think that's true.
It is true,
babe. Tuna are in the ocean.
I'll watch Black Mirror before I watch Twilight Zone.
Black Mirror is good. I like Black Mirror. Twilight Zone is the same thing. Black Mirror is just a modern.
We watched all this. I watched Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise. For some reason, I feel like I've seen it in the movie theaters. I don't know how. He keeps respawning like a video game.
You know what, Uncanny Swag? I'm just gonna believe that it's just straight plastic.
Phie, are you trying the hot honey chicken Philly at Jersey Mike's? Is that new?
I don't like spicy food.
Checkers is rallies. SNL comedians are whack, but there were a lot of classics that came out from SNL. Adam Sandler. Chris Farley, David Spade, to a lesser extent, a bunch of Will Ferrell. There's a bunch of other ones. Each James Bond, different actor for the most part. I've watched a bunch of them. I was trying to do a watch through. I bought all the Blu-rays. They all came out in Best Buy years ago, and they were like, I don't know, pretty inexpensive. And I bought them all, and I ended up tapping out after a few. I think after Octopussy or something like that. Craziest title, right?
Way to get me to not watch it.
On the DBZ, I went through all 5 seasons. I wanted to watch Dragon Ball Z Kai. I think I might even have the first Blu-ray for that. Jersey Mike's is not meh. All best subs come from Jersey.
All
today,
best creeps come from Jersey.
Finally watched Elephant Man. Beautiful movie. Got me a couple times. I've never seen that one. MJ coming in late. Appreciate you being here, though.
Are you talking about Florida, Tommy Keys? Because that's true.
Hey, K been doing a 6-year goal trying to get that Batman physique. Damn. Keep at it, brother.
Are you coming to GemCon? No.
I have watched Spaceballs, and I was not a fan. Not a fan of it. Subway is the worst out of all the sub places. That, or maybe Penn Station might be the worst.
It used to be good. Like, I used to eat Subway.
I grew up on Subway
all the time. I used to pick your sister up from school and go get Subway with her every day.
A nice little turkey sub. Mr. J's in the house. We only have Subway. That's the only one that made it to the UK, huh?
Micaiah Brown. The problem is that you had it Mike's way. You got to do it Micaiah's way.
I go Mike's way.
I don't like Mike's way. They put the oil and vinegar on it. It's good. Like, it's not my thing. It makes the whole sandwich get soggy so fast.
E-Man in the house. Austin May says he thinks all the witches closed. They were okay.
Oh. I know.
He didn't like them.
They made me toast my sandwich and I didn't want to. They're like, the bread's not cooked. I'm like, that's not how bread works.
Yeah.
That's not how bread works.
Phie crashed
you can't partially cook bread.
The days of conning the casino. Yeah, we had those days.
Lucas Soltero. Shh. He's in denial. He's sleeping right now. Mike's way equals schlop. Mike, yes, it does.
I have no idea how many Omnis we have because I've been selling some, but then new ones always coming in, and I don't know. I'd have to do a recount. We live in Indiana these days.
Nate Dogg. I honestly, until recently, didn't even know there was another option besides white.
No Jumper is a guilty pleasure. There's nothing interested. They only interview like unknown people now, and they try to create these fake dramas.
He interviews unknown people, and he's like, "Would you bang my wife?"
Yeah,
like
so
that's
crazy.
the whole conversation. Like, so my wife's a porn star.
No
Would you bang
Jumper
her?
Sucks.
While
man.
I watch.
I was gonna say Whack 100. He says my guy, but I'm like, who cares what Whack 100 thinks, man?
Who's Whack 100?
He's like, I guess this older dude. He like manages artists and stuff. I don't know. He used to be a gangbanger or some shit like that. He is not interesting at all. I don't. And I like to watch a lot of interview type stuff, but I don't ever give a damn about Whack 100.
Tommy Keys with the best take. He said Adam 22 and DJ Vlad are both feds.
I don't like DJ Vlad either, but I do enjoy watching his videos. I like the interviews that he does, but I like Vlad more than I like Adam 22. I don't like anything about Adam 22. None of the videos they make, none of their interviews are interesting. All that shit is trash. The Gem sweatshirts. We had him on the Teespring, but I don't know that we have him up anymore. We got to do a new round or something.
Yeah.
we could be guests on No Jumper. That's the they don't really have famous people on there. It's just kind of like underground rappers, and who cares? The Seinfeld episode with Elaine's dad. That's kind of in the earlier seasons. Elijah Wood was on Sin City, not Harry Potter. I didn't know his name. Elijah Wood.
But he's not Harry Potter. He's a hobbit.
Yeah, I haven't seen this Blood In, Blood Out gangster movie from the late 80s. I should check that out. The Quick Guy 48. What if cars were slow?
I want to listen. I don't like slow cars. I want to do a Minty Fresh Morning Show shirt with the Minty Fresh Morning Show logo. I want to do 2 different designs. It's the same image, but one is a pocket tee design where you get the small image on the front and then a big image of Minty Fresh Morning Show on the back. And then the other one is just the front design with just the big Minty Fresh Morning Show on the front.
Okay, so Josh Hartnett was the assassin who kills the woman at the very beginning of Sin City before the opening credits. I do kind of remember that. Very noir, right?
Noir.
Fruit stripe gum, yeah, lost its flavor. As soon as you took that second bite, it lost its flavor.
Which one do you like better, Nate Dogg? Do you like the shirt that's got a small pocket tee image on the front and then the big image on the back, or the big image on the front?
I used to always be a big image on the front guy. Well, I guess I still am. Because I do a lot of the videos, like, what are you doing for me being on the back of the shirt? You're not doing anything for me.
Yeah, that Lucas Solterra, I agree with you. Those would have been the only 3 interviews I would have watched. Lil Peep, Triple X. I don't know what FTP is though.
For the paper. AK, I'm not maybe someone in the comments can help you out that. I'm not big on the flash reading order.
Can you do a poll for big front image and pocket T big image on back?
It's a whole production for me to do this, babe.
Oh. Okay.
Because I'm on Firefox and it's gonna be. Can I do it on here? What are we trying to do?
I want to find out which shirt design we should do. The big front, one side, or the double.
You had to have the big salad
with the pocket small.
All right. How do I do?
Fallen Hero says he hates pocket tees, which I do too. But I'm actually working on a project where I want to make a t-shirt quilt that is just the small image from the pocket tee.
See, it wasn't lying.
It's not an actual pocket tee. It's just the small image like here, and then the big one on the back. Nate Dogg says do both. Flippy says the one big image in the front. Fallen Hero says one big front. Tommy Key says big front.
All right, here we go. All right, which shirt design? Pocket tee?
Pocket design.
Pocket image?
Yeah, pocket image.
Large
front.
Image on front.
And then put pocket image, put big on one and a big one on back. Damn, Tom. Cecilia's saying we should do a root in the front.
All right, cool. Let me go back to where I was.
I mean, if large on front, that would make it easier, I'm sure.
What about large Marge?
I like shirts too, and I already have a place to get it done, and it looks like it's like just a 2-color.
We know
image,
about your
right?
place. You love this place. Crazy Cats, skeptical James Gunn Superman. I'm looking forward to it. Should have never dropped Red Hulk in the trailer. I think they had to do it to get people to come in, man. Top Gun is cheesy. Haven't seen Maverick. I remember people ranted and raved about Maverick when it came out. Do a barrel roll. Brightburn. They never did anything more with that universe, right? Falling Down, good anti-hero movie. Isn't that the guy with is that the Rock movie or that's Falling Hard?
RPR says do an all over print.
I would like to, man.
Damn, all over print Minty Fresh Morning Show.
But it's not easy to come up with the graphics for that.
We already have it.
What?
The logo for the show that you put up, but it's over
to make
us.
that like a Gucci print kind of thing.
Oh yeah, so it would be the MFMS would be all over.
Tombstone's the best Val Kilmer movie. We gotta watch Tombstone, babe.
Hard rock for hard news.
Alex personally likes all Tom Cruise movie, as well as Tom Cruise the artist.
He's saying Trues.
Oh, see, my dyslexia read it the right way. What do we got? Another super chat. Faithful Steve, $2 says McFarlane wants Zachary Quinto for the new Batman.
The villain from Heroes. You know who this is. When you see, like, oh yeah.
I never liked this guy, man. Something about his face.
What it is that he was the bad guy from Heroes.
I don't know.
He's been bad.
He was such a
then.
snake. This guy. I don't like his eyebrows either. Sorry to say it. Could he be a Bruce? He could be Bruce Wayne. I mean, he's a white guy with brown hair. That's the prerequisite for Bruce Wayne, right?
He would have been a good Reed Richards. I'm not the best, but better than Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, Pedro doesn't really look like Reed to me.
Siler Phelps, yes.
Siler is his name. That's Snake Siler, Slytherin Sliler.
I found Hero Season 1 on DVD at the thrift store.
Yeah.
So I have it. I don't think they did any other season. Was it a second season?
They did have a second season.
So it's just those 2 seasons.
Heroes. How many seasons? Let me see.
Hayden Panettiere or whatever her fucking name is.
I don't even know. Oh no, they made 4 seasons, babe.
Did they?
Genesis, Generations.
You must be looking at the wrong thing then, because I don't think it went past 2 seasons.
I don't know, man.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Heroes had 4 or 5 seasons, says RPR.
Because we were watching it as it was coming out, and then for some reason we fell off and stopped watching it.
It's not good. Season 2 wasn't good.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, the second season was bad.
Sell your house to BlackRock or I would. If they came a knocking.
I'd be like, it's yours.
Is New York Comic-Con comparable to San Diego? I think so. I think they're very similar. But San Diego, back before COVID, was the best because Sideshow would bring out all the new statues, and they would have statues from companies they distribute, like Prime One and Iron Studios. But now Sideshow just does their own thing. So to me, New York Comic-Con is better now because New York Comic-Con has more artists. They have that whole artist alley. It's the whole basement. And then you're in the city. So, yeah.
Captain Canuck wants to know if we have an OnlyFans. It's called Only Gems.
Well, yeah, you're on it, baby.
You're on it.
So you know what? OnlyFans, actually, they're trying to incorporate regular content on their platform now, too, besides just like sex work. We should dual stream YouTube and OnlyFans.
Could you imagine streaming this show on OnlyFans?
Yeah, I could imagine it. Never bring a black light to a hotel or a motel. Yeah, in my grown age, I get grossed out with hotels, man. Love my Game Gear. Yeah, I had Game Gear with the Sonic game that came with it.
Oh, Vegeta's saying OnlyFans was originally meant to be for normal content, but it just sort of went that way. But I mean, why would OnlyFans start something that Patreon is already doing?
Well, Patreon isn't a platform where you post content, I don't think, is it?
Let's call OnlyFans OnlyFans.
How does Patreon work? Is it like an email list or like is there a web page? Or how does I don't even know what that looks like. Are we good on this poll? Where are we at? People want the large image on the front of the T.
Oh, I wanted to see.
32 votes.
Yeah, it's not so much 50-50 as most people would prefer. Okay, large image on front. Okay.
Second born's the wild one.
Matthew Lundquist said only Phie.
Guy.
Matthew Lundquist, let's just say this. We talk about you after the show. We've had a few conversations about you.
Middle child / last born. Mom used to give me water with my cereal. Yeah. Phie had organic milk. Alex had
right from
water.
The source.
He had the milk left over from Phie's bowl.
Oh, yeah. When I was done with my bowl, I just slid it over there. Put your cereal in there, pal.
Was Dolphin the game system? What became I think it was actually. When you said Dolphin, it sounded familiar. Or was it the 64? I think it was the Dolphin 64. No, Ultra 64 it was. Because remember the Killer Instinct arcade? Coming soon, only on the Ultra 64. I never had an Apple computer, but our schools had the colorful, clear ones. Mr. J was a middle child, and man, he was out there wilding out. Still do. Maggie feeling some type of way? Nah, Maggie's great.
Maggie is sleeping. All right.
I used to watch all these movies as they came out. Brendan Fraser. The Mummies, and then Scorpion King was The Rock's first major role, if I recall, or starring movie. I think what was his first role in Be Cool, where he was the bodyguard or something. I am standing all alone in my birthday deathbed. Mock's the youngest and far from spoiled.
All right, so the Only Phie shirt is getting made. Everyone's gonna buy one.
Only Phie? What about the Only Phie channel?
Only Gems.
K-Swiss were never cool. I agree.
Only Gems.
Why no love for No Way Home over Thunderbolts? No, I like No Way Home. I'm a sucker for the fan service, cameos like that. I like that type of stuff. I'm the target audience for No Way Home and for Deadpool and Wolverine and stuff like that. Stoked on Avengers Secret Wars?
No, me too. Dolphin game. That's right.
Oh, Echo the Dolphin.
Echo the Dolphin.
It was on Sega Genesis.
My favorite dolphin in a video game, though, is in Donkey Kong, and it's the gold dolphin. And you got to get all the dolphin little figures. So
I sent Mock a picture of this guy that was busting down a glizzy, and it was like, this is how cookouts were before the internet. And he said, we're going to hit Chicago on the way to GemCon to have an authentic Chicago dog. I'm down for the glizzy. I'll be a glizzy gobbler. Give me some sauerkraut, onions, and mustard.
What?
Take a little relish, too. What? Are you a glizzy gobbler?
Listen, I was raised on glizzies, all right? My mom cooked hot dogs. Polylopes, what's up?
I feel bad for AK. I'm not the best one to ask on this either. Alyssa Wong's Deadpool any good? I don't think so. I mean, I don't hear anybody ranting and raving about it either, to be honest. I don't think I ever had the Fat Farm shoes, but I definitely had some jean shorts and some tees. The only shoes I really rocked, well, first of all, I had all the Avirex shoes in every different color. That's how I pulled her. Then we would do Soldieries, Air Force Ones.
Colors, all different colors, all different colors.
No one else had those.
Chicago
Avirex
dog. Shoes. Like the second raw chopped up onions enter the scenario.
First of all, they also have like a pickle and tomatoes on there.
Tomatoes?
We used to make them at my first job, a Little Red Caboose.
Hot dogs need one single thing: mustard. That's it.
First of all, I'll even do a ketchup and mustard dog.
Not ketchup, mustard only.
And then the Edge says, yeah, yay is bugging.
And the only kind of hot dog that you can eat that tastes good is an all beef hot dog. If you're eating one of those hybrid pork chicken bullshits, that's not a hot dog. That's an abomination.
First of all, you don't even want to know what any of these hot dogs are made up out of.
My stomach is going insane right now. I want a hot dog.
Uncanny Swag is homesick today. Damn, sorry to hear you're not feeling well, but I'm happy that you're here. If you could be any FF character, who would you be? Got to be Human Torch, man.
Duh, there's only one girl.
Yeah, you can only be Sue.
I would be Sue because I would definitely be using that.
Or you could be...
She runs out of power, though, to do that. Like, she eventually will just... I'm naked.
With a little bit of nosebleed.
Right.
No, she's super powerful, though, and their kids are powerful as hell. Franklin can create universes and small little pocket universes and such. And that's what they call it in the comics. He created a pocket universe, and he sent them all there. It's basically a way to write your way out of anything.
Oh, so it's multiverses.
It's yeah, definitely. Pedro Pascal as Reed is bugged out.
Fallen Hero wants me to just lose it. He goes, ketchup is ass, mustard and relish, or slathered in baked beans.
Baked beans is insanity. I would try it, though.
Good. First of all, R.I.P. to your asshole.
I would try it with barbecue baked beans with some barbecue sauce on top.
You're right. From the dungeon. I don't know how to say this word. Sabrett's hot dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Hebrew
National or now. Nathan's.
You know who
all
doesn't.
Beef.
You know who doesn't dogs the
Listen,
best.
I know about a few hot dogs, all right? But
so who was Pedro Pascal in Game of Thrones? Was he the guy that was like, why?
He was like he did swords. Like he ended up dying in like a.
He's not. Wasn't he the one guy from that one land? He liked guys and girls. He was like, why would you deprive yourself of 50% of the population? I think that was him. FF actually looks decent. Ghost Design says.
That's what that one guy that they were interviewing on fucking Adam or No Jumper. He was like, why would I restrict half the population?
The cat named Rambo. There's no way I'm this far behind, y'all. We got to get up out of here. We got to do the gym. A lot of the stuff he has read too. Green Jordan. I never had Jordans. Always felt like too big on your feet, man. Like wearing boots.
I had a pair of Jordans one time. Never again.
We don't have any plans to go to any conventions except for GemCon this year. Reeboks were the ish. Reeboks were the Nike alternatives. That's all that was. It boiled down to New Yorkers wore Air Force Ones. So people in the South were like, F that. We're going to do our own thing. We're going to rock Reeboks.
I'm good on Nike. If I could be so honest, like I don't have any desire to buy anything that Nike makes.
Gem doesn't do well with yelling. Have you seen who's sitting next to you? This is my favorite episode. We were talking about it on Wednesday.
He was the Prince of Dorne. He was the Viper who fights the mountain.
So, but wasn't he the guy?
The mountain and died.
That's right. He gets killed by the mountain, and he was the guy that says, "Yeah, in Dorne we go both ways. Why would you deprive yourself of half of the population?"
Holly Loeb says Jordans will look loose on your feet, but the inside is tighter than hell.
I never thought Jordans were comfortable. Entity Edge, low key. This is my favorite Die Hard. Is the one with the ants go marching down, and then they keep playing that the whole time with Samuel L. Jackson, and they make Bruce Willis wear that racist sign, and he's naked in the streets in like Harlem or something. It was crazy. Underworld's Phie. Naked Gun. I don't like those. I don't like those kind of. As a kid, I liked them, but the parody kind of comedy movies. Putting up with your partner's putting up with your other half sleeping patterns are a part of your wedding vows. And health, sickness, and restlessness.
Ours didn't have restlessness in it. It was in sickness and in health.
We got married at a courthouse.
Yeah. Also, You would think that I'm the one taking all the covers. I have to battle him for covers. He's like a tornado.
He said the life raft on the plane was crazy. Indiana Jones is a superhero, Gem. Believe the boat falling out of the plane was real, Gem. Oh, man.
It's funny because you're like picking up where we already had a good time. We already had fun reading all those comics.
Well, that's why that's why we were just going through it. Shout out to Chapulin Kendo in the house. Twilight 1 is decent.
Wolf Attack says Jerry Seinfeld in real life is an asshole, and Fallen Hero wants to know if you met him. Wolf Attack. I feel like we've seen enough interviews of Jerry to know that he's kind of a weird guy. Like Kesha walked up to him that one time, and he was like, he's like a germaphobe type thing.
I don't think it's so much that he's an asshole. He just doesn't put up with the bullshit just to appease other people. Like, I'm not gonna hug you because you're going in for the hug. I don't even know who you are. I'm not gonna hug a stranger. Like, he kind of like stands on his convictions like that.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. I don't understand, Makai, how you could even say this, dude.
No, I agree with
Real
him.
subs have oil and vinegar on them. You're not putting mayo on subs. It's not a friggin' ham sandwich that you put in your Superman lunchbox to go to school.
Right. Is Santa coming? No, honey. It's July and we're Jewish.
Fallen Hero says him and MJ kept the live chat going for a while on Monday because y'all didn't turn off the live for like 10 minutes. But because when you do it on OBS, some people can be a little bit behind and it just abruptly stops. So we kind of we give it a little bit of a buffer.
Oh, also, my mom was here. So after the show, we started yakking.
No, I think he's talking about on the game stream because your mom was not here on Monday. Oh. No Jumper is weird. Yes.
I'm so hungry. So let's get to the end.
That's what I'm doing.
On delay.
That's what I'm doing. Aaron says Temple of Doom was the only one I had on VHS as a kid, but loved all 3 originals. Yeah, that's true. They're not feds. The criminals just like to self-report. Yeah, to back up Vlad, none of his interviews have ever been used in the prosecution that led to a conviction of a guest.
It doesn't, but he still has these people singing like canaries.
Yeah, they're singing like canaries. And the only one who got arrested was Phie D, but he wrote a book admitting that or stating that he killed Tupac. Phie D. Shasper in the house, sucker for a pocket tee.
What up?
I never liked him. I never liked pocket tees. Yeah, Fallon says he hates him.
Because you're out of pocket.
Hella out of pocket. Hit him with that big front. All right, so that's the tees. Either way.
Oh, speaking of Shasper, he just asked, Gem, is it worth investing in an RK1-Up? I know you said you like the aesthetic, but I've been eyeing a big buck hunter.
Oh, well, that might be the light gun game, but I had the Terminator arcade light gun game. I played it a couple times. I beat it, and then I never played it again. To me, I mean, they're good for decoration. They're good for the aesthetic. I don't think they really have the replay value. And it's not even just because there's only a certain amount of games. People in the chat will tell you, I got a multi-K with 8,000 games. The problem with those is that you spend half the time looking through the games, deciding on what to play. By the time you pick one to play, you don't even want to play anymore. The bottom line is we're old, and now we can buy anything we want, but we just don't have the time or the patience to actually sit there and play with it.
Gun Fanatic, we know you like Rambo, all right? It's in the name.
Rambo 1 and Heat is based on actual shootouts. Gun Fanatic with a $2. I'm going to watch Heat. I might have seen it, though, but I'm going to watch it soon. Jiz Andrews in the house. Mom didn't let him watch Pee-wee as a kid. She said he was a sick man. Yeah, low-key, she was right. But he killed it in that movie, Blow. Blow was one of my all-time favorite drug movies.
Yes.
First of all, you have a drug movie category. What are the drug movies? You got Blow, Wolf of Wall Street, kind of.
Scarface. This is another. It falls into multiple categories.
Gangster movie, drug movie.
Dazed and Confused. That one. What the? I can't even believe I can't. It's a Johnny Depp movie.
Oh, that's Blow.
No. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh, Shasper. Yeah, Pattinson till he's 50 as Bruce.
Pineapple Express.
I only know that song because everybody would tell me that they play the Crossroads in that video, in that movie.
The Mule with Clint Eastwood.
So that's what happened. The Hero season 2 was so bad that we gave up on it. Heroes really suffered from the writer strike back in the day. Damn.
That was a comment I wanted to say. Train Spotting, I've never watched. New Jack City is a drug movie.
New Jack City is also a gangster movie.
Those two genres kind of.
Yeah, because Paid in Full is also kind of a drug movie.
Kind of like overlap. A lot, also with like casino shit.
Rock and Roller says Hero Season 4 was also bad, but he'll rewatch Season 1 once a year.
You want to know what's a bad show? The OA.
Love it.
He loves it.
Only Gems, yo.
Paid in Full.
Only Feet. That basically is kind of OnlyFans.
Chronicles of Narnia, Alex.
I'm a Narnia guy. Narnia over Lord of Rings and Harry Potter.
I'm always like...
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Aslan. When Aslan comes through, everybody gets in line. Get your ass in line when Aslan comes through. Just watched Friday yesterday, bro. I saw Friday in the movie theaters, bro. I'll never forget. We were trying to go to watch Friday. It was me and my friends, Juice, Mike, and this girl lived next door to us. And we were over at her house, and her mother read the description of the movie from the newspaper. And she was like, 2 out-of-work teens sit around smoking weed all day. And she was like, no, you're not going to this. So the girl wasn't allowed to go. Anyway.
Sounds about right.
Patreon bans people all the time. Yeah, I never liked Patreon. I always liked it built in the platform that you're at. You have YouTube, do the memberships. To make people go off platform is a whole pain in the ass. I didn't see I don't know what he's referring to. All right. Listening to Hit 'Em Up, Tupac and the Outlaw's best rap diss song ever. So people always like to say that the best diss song is Ice Cube's No Vaseline. I don't know. I think Hit 'Em Up was the craziest because it didn't even matter what happened after that first verse. The first opening line by Tupac was insane. But you know what else I also liked as a diss song that never really gets the credit is Cannabis Second Round KO. Stick you in your groin, hit you for your Vanguard award in front of your mom, your first, second, and third born. So it was. Oh.
How are we not talking about Ether?
I think The Takeover is better than Ether. Everybody says Ether is the better diss song and that Nas won the battle. I feel like Takeover was better. I feel like Jay won the battle.
Movie phone.
Why don't you just tell me the movie you want to see? I always wanted an Avirex jacket, but they were too expensive.
Later, curmudgeon. We'll see you on the next one.
Caramelized onions smell like sweaty socks. Disgusting. You're tripping right now. Those shits are incredible. D. Marcel's back.
Fallen Hero says, look at Phie's face when Gem mentions another girl.
Who did I mention?
Some bitch you live next to.
Oh, yeah. So what? It's how I look when Matthew Lundquist is giving Phie compliments.
I don't care.
Now look at her face light up.
Now I don't
she
care.
She lights up like friggin' Light Bright. You ever have Light Bright as
like
a kid?
light bulbs? Light Bright. I love a Light Bright. They changed it though. I feel like
of course they did. They made it worse.
Nate Duck says it's the same face his wife makes. Excuse me, aren't you like? Oh wait, aren't you like 24? I'm thinking of D. Marcel. Nate Dogg is.
Yeah, this is the only way that this is what goes on the sub. Exactly. Mayo is king. Jeez Louise. Pauly Lopes, what up?
Mayo is my favorite. And I always tell them, like, can I get like some mayo on the side? And they try to give me these packs of mayo that I know is not the same mayo that they use on the sandwiches. And I'm like, I want a little cup of the shit you already put on my sandwich, bro. I don't want a different mayo.
Lupus? Is it lupus? When George has a thing. Yo, Rick Ross had a nasty diss towards Trick Daddy like that. He was like saying he got AIDS telling people that it's lupus. No, but he doesn't have that. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up.
Hold on, TaylorMade just made it here.
TaylorMade coming in late. Listen,
okay, catch the replay.
You just go ahead and scroll back to the beginning. We're about to roll. Limitless was a good movie. Is Limitless a drug movie? Technically, right?
I would get Subway sandwiches, Nate Dogg, and I would say, yeah, can I get extra mayo? And they would do it, and I'd be like, can I get more? And it would just be repugnant.
What did I say? That Josh got pissed off.
Any number of things.
Rumor is Ice Cube really hated Pop. Same with Snoop.
D. Marcel, you're lying. He says he's 24. He's already married. He has 4 children.
He's getting his Elon Musk on.
Bro,
He's
let her get
repopulating.
one period. All right. Let
Easy
one
E.
egg drop and let her get a period for 1 month.
Easy E did snap on this one. Many men. Oh, Hail Mary. That ecstasy got you all emotional and mushy.
I love it.
The sample on Takeover was wild. The screaming, right? Come on.
Do you at least have both boys and girls, D. Marcel? Don't tell me you've got all 4 boys. Your poor wife. Fatal. We're wrapping it up.
Yeah, we're out of here. Yeah, I'm at the end. Stay true. Stay true to the game. Vegeta GT.
Oh, he doesn't have kids. You little stinker. You
Fatal.
are definitely 24.
Yeah, he's a
That's
youngster.
for sure.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up, man. Hope everybody has a great weekend. It's Mother's Day.
On Sunday.
Spend some time with your mumsy, with your mum if you're in the UK, if
With
your
your
mom
mum.
if you're in the States. Shit, look out for the gaming streams this weekend.
Keep a little eyeball peeled for that.
Keep an eye out for that. What else? That's it, right? All right, you guys.
Crazy cat, I agree with you.
Thank you for being here.
$4.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for all the super chats, the memberships.
Thanks to all the
I feel like they went all
mods.
out today on that. We had like 12 things pop in. Yeah, man. So we'll catch you guys later.
Thanks to my brother.
Thanks to your brother, to your
Thanks
mother.
to me mom, to all my best friends.
And you guys 143. Stay minty fresh.
Said you wasn't ready for this love thing. All she wanna do is do a little club thing. Don't drink it with her friends. Oh, no, you better think again. Oh, you thought that I would sit around and wait around? Baby girl, I'm getting waited on by waiters now. I got the windows down and I'm gone, girl. Hit the flow, do your thing, this your song, girl. You had my heart and you tossed it. I gave you all and you lost it. You had the ball and you dropped it. Look, you been shot and you blocked it. Now I'm ready to fly and I'm doing alright. Sun ain't riding at night while I swerve and say, you done messed up. You done messed up. You done messed up. You done messed up. Cause I don't even know what I was thinking. When I met her, she was with the girl drinking. Man, she wasn't drinking, she was drunk. I know that I was dumb, but everybody plays a fool sometimes. It's no exceptions to the rules of this, and baby. It was something about her eyes, man. Hit her up the next day to see her mind frame. Everything was straight, everything was going good. Got the candles that we listened to the Lauren Hill. Had the mindsets before we did the intercourse, interpreting our dreams, and we discussing the portion and other topics just to see if you were little. You were insecurities and told us you was beautiful. But you had my heart and you tossed it. I gave you all and you lost it. You had the ball and you dropped it. Look, you been shot and you blocked it. Now we ready to fly and I'm doing alright. Sun ain't riding at night while I swerve and say, you done messed up. You done messed up. You done messed up. You done messed up. Make it more than the first impression, girl. I was trying to leave a brand. Give Valentine present more than a week ahead. Making sure you were the first girl with a smile. Making sure you were the first girl with a blouse. On the day of came 12 a.m. 8 ball gimmicks if I found the love Jay Shan. You were writing songs, she'll call you wildin', but on the real, that was like milk to a cow, man. And
White,
it really wasn't
yellow,
nothing.
mint,
Man, I like the girl
and
that
black.
really stopped frontin'. I'm missing.
I need that. I'm making it.